that ability to maximize is reflected in the usage of the defensive line in week 1.
So we keep hearing that the defensive line was just tired of hearing about how they were a weakness last season. Like, they've talked about that a lot. We're tired of hearing it. We're tired of the disrespect. Is that a real thing in your experience where guys just get tired of hearing something and it actually motivates them to sort of elevate their game?
I mean, I think people forget that these are some of the most competitive people on the face of the planet, and they want to be the best at their jobs every single day, every single week. And so when you hear a criticism, they're going to work really hard to fix that, and that's regardless of position. So I think you see the fruits of that, right? Getting them in a situation where they have an outstanding coaching staff, they have an outstanding usage pattern. It allows people to speak to their skill sets, and they're going to work their tails off to break that narrative.
He will be on the field tonight, helping call the action. Commanders and Packers in prime time. It's my guy, Logan Paulson. Thank you, brother.
Jenks, appreciate you, buddy.
Of course. Coming up, well, better late than never. Smoot is here and ready to hop on and help us preview this game. I'm Michael Jenkins. It is the Mattress Warehouse Tailgate Show, and you're listening to Washington Commanders football.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
100.3 FM or the free iHeartRadio app.
The Specialist does one thing and one thing alone, and they do it better than anyone else. At Mercedes-Benz of Arlington.
And a younger core. But right now they're in this window. Like, this is what they have. They got a bunch of guys that have played 10 years in the league. And while that's good for experience, how do they hold up physically over the season?
They also overhauled their offensive line. We've already documented how effective Daniels was out of the pocket, but a lot of that was by necessity. Well, when you trade for a Laramie Tunsil, you're taking seriously what you have on the offensive line.
Yeah, you got a Laramie Tunsil, and then you use your first draft pick, which was 29th. They're not used to drafting that late. But that's when they went and took a tackles because they were addressing their needs. So I think they're headed on the right path. But, Dennis, at a certain point, there will be a reckoning when you have the oldest roster in the league. There has to be some kind of a shift.
All time in the regular season at home, the Packers are 13-5-1 against Washington. They have won the last 6 matchups against them at Lambeau Field. So, Drew, as we look at this matchup tonight, the Packers against the Commanders, it's a different type of matchup than Sunday. Let's just talk about quarterbacks, for example. Jared Goff, for all of his strengths, is a stationary target. Jayden Daniels is not.
That's right. When Micah Parsons chased him down for that sack, that electrified not only the fans in the stands, but the entire Packers bench, and he hit 18 miles an hour, according to Next Gen Stats, on that. A lot of people said it was like watching a lion chase down a gazelle, and I said, Jared Goff's never been compared to a gazelle in his entire athletic career, right? But when you see Jayden Daniels, the thing about Jayden Daniels is he doesn't get jittery, and he's not looking to run. A lot of those guys, like you saw with Caleb Williams at times, a lot of guys who can run, they put the ball away. He still scans the field. He runs when he has to, not because he's, his mental clock is running down. He still scans the field, and he runs when he has to and when he sees an opening. He doesn't run out of panic. He's very poised. So it's a little bit different. But the thing is, he did damage against the Giants over the middle of the field. Most of the damage that he did was over the middle of the field. And a lot of last year, he found success working the middle of the field. Well, who do the Packers have there? They got Cooper and Quay and Evan Williams and Xavier McKinney, and they got some guys in the middle of the field that can combat that. It's going to be a tougher matchup for him than he saw against the Giants. And he's still a very fine player, but this will be, you're right, it's different on both sides of this matchup.
For those expecting to see the Packers wearing the traditional green and gold home uniforms, not tonight. It's all white, including white helmets. Certainly a different look.
Different look, and I happen to think that the Commanders, for all their problems, their color scheme with the burgundy jacket, it's pretty cool. The burgundy jerseys are pretty cool. I did see someone on social say they missed a chance to wear their all-black, so we could have had all-black team against an all-white team on the field tonight, but we won't. But the Packers seem to get fired up. Dennis, you and I are old heads. We don't get excited or interested in uniforms. We just watch the games. But the players like these uniforms, and if it gives them a lift when they're playing for the second time in 4 days, more power to them.
Yeah, that's well put. Drew, you and I are old enough to have been around when Sterling Sharpe played here, and he'll be honored at halftime. He's a new Pro Football Hall of Famer, and I'll ask Drew about it in a moment. But first, James, as a former receiver, when you think of Sterling Sharpe, what do you think of?
I think of one of the baddest men to ever do it, and that's my bad, Dennis. You know, technology ain't my strong suit. I was on mute talking to you, but it's all good. Oh, man, I mean, obviously everything happened, but if his career did not get cut short due to injury, he would have been one of the baddest men to ever play this game. And I mean by stats-wise, because when you just put your eyeballs on and you watched him play the time that he played, he was the best in the era and the time that he played. I don't care about the Jerry Rice Melbot. He was the man when he played. And if he didn't get injured, he would have a lot of records in that record book, man. Congrats to him. I'm glad they recognize him because at the receiver position, man, he's one of the baddest men to ever play the receiver position.
You know, Drew, when you think about great receivers in Packers history, it's such a different era, so it's hard to say Don Hudson, what he did. We didn't see it. You know, obviously the records are incredible. I saw James Lofton. He was a very graceful athlete. Sterling, when he played, it was more power. I mean, he just dominated physically his opponents. Yeah,
the guy playing tonight for the Commanders, Deebo Samuel, is the guy that when he was playing in San Francisco, he reminded me of Sterling Sharpe. But Sterling Sharpe was, built like a truck. Like James said, nobody wanted to tackle him. He could catch, he could go deep. He could go over the middle. He would gain yards after the catch. He was a security blanket. He was a dominant player at the position, and especially, Dennis, you remember the highlights that stand out in your mind are the bomb in the Silverdome to win a playoff game, but just anything in traffic and around the goal line. He was so good in the red zone, he just wouldn't be denied.
For those of you who weren't with us earlier, Drew reporting that both Zach Tom and Aaron Banks are inactive. So that's two starters, James, on the Packers offensive line that are down tonight. How, if at all, will that impact how Matt LaFleur calls the game?
It's going to be huge, Dennis, because now the game plan changes. Do you hold the ball? Do you try to take some of these shot plays down the field? The O-line's going to hold up, or do you use a lot of your motions, get the ball out of your quarterback's hands fast, and utilize Josh Jacobs? So we'll kind of have our answer early in this ball game of how confident he is in the O-line and with them holding up against this defensive line from the Commanders.
I'm not saying, Drew, that Jordan Love is a scrambling quarterback. He's not. But he's mobile. And last year, because of the injuries, starting with Brazil, he felt he didn't want to run and risk, injury. I think we might see a little more mobile Jordan Love tonight, if for no other reason than necessity, because he's missing two starters.
Absolutely. And he's, again, when he sees an opening, he can take it. And it's last year he was compromised, I think. And
yes.
he was probably under orders not to run. And that, to me, Dennis, that is like such a crushing thing when you've got everybody, when you're coming and putting pressure on a quarterback and you're blanketed and there's nobody open and he scrambles for 8 yards to get a first down. That is so deflating, and having that in your back pocket. Not that you want to see it a lot, because whenever Jordan Love runs around with the ball, you're holding your breath, right? So, because he's QB1, you're always holding your breath. But to have him have that as an option is huge.
James, one thing about Jordan Love that I've always said is he's so poised on and off the field. You never see him panic. That's a great trait when you're as scrutinized as the Green Bay Packers quarterback is. When you look with a critical eye at Jordan Love's performance against the Lions, what did you see?
I seen exactly what I needed to see week one. I seen a guy make some throws. I seen a guy, kind of miss a couple throws, but I seen a really good performance by Jordan Love, man, and you just keep seeing growth and you keep seeing the potential he has when he's healthy, and that's what I seen, and we're gonna see some similar stuff to that tonight, man. I think Jordan Love plays extremely well tonight.
And we've talked before, but for those that weren't with us, Nate Hobbs, Drew, will play as a Packer for the first time in the regular season.
Can't wait to see that because he was so physical. Even when they were running around in shorts and jerseys, he was physical and he brought an energy to the defense, and they're going to need that tonight. I thought that they held up. If you watch the film from Sunday, you might say, they allowed a lot of completions.
Great, 82 yards on 10 carries.
A little bit, and this will be a different test, and it's good to see. It's a great opportunity for us to see what Nate Hobbs is going to bring to the party.
And, James, you've been touting Nate Hobbs. You've seen him up close with the Raiders. What should Packers fans expect?
They should be really excited tonight. You're going to, is undersized but plays way bigger than his size says, man. A really good tackler, a great cover guy, really instinctive player. I think you're going to find out tonight of why the Packers went out and got him and gave him some good money, because he's a phenomenal football player, extremely smart. So I think he'll be a big addition tonight. He gets, but you'll see his impact when he's in there for sure.
James and Drew, thanks very much. Wayne, Larry, and John coming up next with the call of the game as the Packers take on the Commanders. Packers Radio is presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
When it comes to getting care, we all need a winning strategy, and the best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin Care Teams. From routine to specialty care, they empower you by listening, respecting your experiences, and working with you to create a game plan that works. Put an Ascension Wisconsin doctor on your team to connect the dots to labs, imaging, specialists, and any other care you need. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care.
The Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Think you know all the Lambeau Field Atrium has to offer? Think again. Shop, eat, meet, greet, see, look, leap, love, learn, laugh, share, experience. From Lambeau Field tours to the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame, from the Packers Pro Shop to 1919 Kitchen and Tap, even holding company meetings to hosting special events. Take it all in. Go all out. Experience the energy and vibe only the Lambeau Field Atrium can offer. Visit Packers.com to learn more.
We know what the winning formula is around here, and it's taking it day by day, one game at a time.
Packers Preview continues with the Matt LaFleur Show.
This sport is the ultimate team game. You need all 11 out there playing as one.
Now, here's Wayne Larrabee with the head coach of the Packers on the Packers Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. Thursday Night Football, Lambeau Field, the Packers and the Washington Commanders. Wayne Larrabee with head coach Matt LaFleur. And let's just go back to the opener, Matt, because I know you haven't had much time to celebrate that, but that was quite a performance in all phases by your football team against a very strong, obviously, Detroit Lions.
Like I told our players, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And so, yeah, you enjoy the win for about 5 minutes, and you move on. And we got a great team coming in to Lambeau, and so we have to erase it quickly.
This is such a different week. You're not on the practice field a whole lot. There's not a lot of rehearsing it physically. Is that the biggest challenge in a situation like this?
Well, I think when you look at kind of an unfamiliar opponent, you know, there's just a lot of unknowns, I would say, going into the game. But fortunately for us, this is coming early in the season. We dedicated a lot of time in the off season for this game, and kind of obviously you're still looking at what they did week one versus the Giants, but we've had ample opportunity to plan for this game.
Dan Quinn, you worked with him in Atlanta, very successful staff in Atlanta. You mentioned in the past that you thought this was really a good period for you. You learned a lot in that situation. Tell us about your relationship with Dan Quinn, the head coach of the Commanders.
Yeah, DQ, there's not many guys like him in regards to just how he runs his program. I think he inspires everybody to be at their best, and you have a lot of fun doing it. So it's not a surprise to me that he's got the Washington Commanders playing at a high level.
More with Coach LaFleur coming up. Packers Radio is presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football.
The Matt LaFleur Show.
Give it up for everybody in this locker room.
On the Packers Radio Network.
Washington Commanders in town tonight. The challenge that you had with Detroit was Jared Goff, pocket passer. Jayden Daniels, a guy who gets around. He moves around a lot, his second-year player. But for one of these quarterbacks who's so good with his legs, he seems to me to be a little more polished than most quarterbacks like that. Tell me about your impressions.
Yeah, I just can't get over how poised this guy is and his ability to make plays off schedule. He can make them in the pocket as well, and he certainly has a lot of weapons around him when you're talking about Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel and Zach Ertz, all of who've played at a really high level. So I think the key to the game defensively is just we have to have the same style of play that we saw versus Detroit. It's got to show up versus Washington, and we've got to do a very, very good job when they do decide to pass the ball of having just disciplined rush lanes.
I tell you what, you brought population to the ball last week, and whenever one of those guys got it in the flat, you're going to be facing the same thing with a guy like Deebo Samuel. They move him around a lot on the pre-snap motions and jet sweeps and little swing passes. He's a load.
Yeah, he's a guy we're really familiar with. He is extremely strong and can break a lot of tackles, so you need population to the ball.
And, obviously you mentioned Terry McLaurin and Zach Ertz, both outstanding receivers. Defensive front struck me in watching the tape, Matt. They're big up front, very big and experienced front.
Yeah, they are, and they added, guys like Kinlaw, who's just a massive human being, and he had a really good week one versus the Giants. So I believe their strength is up front, and then when you combine their front 4 or 5, depending upon what they're playing.
Thursday night used to be referred to as off to Green Bay.
And a ton of experience, and this is a very veteran team that we're going against. But the key offensively is going to be to get movement up front on the line of scrimmage, winning the line of scrimmage, both in the run game and then protecting our quarterback in the pass game.
Best of luck, Matt. Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne.
Stay tuned. The coin toss and the opening kickoff is coming up. Packers Radio is presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Hey fans! It might still feel like summer, but we all know how fast Wisconsin weather can turn. Count on the trusted dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling to do whatever it takes to make sure your furnace is up for the challenge. And act now and score up to $2,600 in federal tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems before they expire at the end of the year. Financing available to participating dealers for qualified buyers. Find your local Bryant dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
LaUna members construct Wisconsin's infrastructure that grows our state economy. Roads, bridges, sewers, and water lines. Energy infrastructure, including renewable energy projects. And building projects like historic Lambeau Field. A union with over 900 contractor partners. LaUna Wisconsin members meet contractors' demand for a skilled, safe, and productive workforce. All while earning great union wages, health care, and a pension. Feel the power of a career building Wisconsin's infrastructure as a member of the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. LIUNA Wisconsin.org.
Snap to Love has time. Lofts it middle of the end zone for Doubs. Diving grab. Touchdown! What a throw. What a catch. Romeo Doubs.
Packers Radio is sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Drain fearlessly. Miller Lite. Great taste, less spilling. Tastes like Miller Time. Verizon, the official wireless partner of the Green Bay Packers. Pick and Save. Network Health, your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer. Software One, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, your local Chevy dealer. Fox Communities Credit Union, Prevea Health, Construction Business Group, and Wisconsin Operating Engineers, Local 139, QP and Abraham. Tell them you mean business. Quick Trip, Steinhoffel's Furniture and Mattress. Ascension, Wisconsin, Rural Mutual Insurance, Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers. Carbless, handcrafted premium cocktails. Manitou, handling your world. Baird, Wisconsin Laborers District Council. West Bend, The Silver Lining. Cousin Subs, Security Health Plan of Wisconsin. Menards, save big money at Menards. U.S. Cellular, Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Sargento, Great Clips, your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. And Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on the Packers Radio Network.
Good evening and welcome to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where it's a winter warning whiteout here tonight as the Packers get set to take on the Washington Commanders. Hi, everybody. Wayne Larrivee with Larry McCarron. John Kuhn will be joining us from the sidelines. We've got a beautiful night overcast, but nonetheless, no precipitation predicted, and we should have a beautiful night for this football game here tonight. Temperatures in the 60s. The Packers 1-0, coming off an impressive 27-13 win over the Detroit Lions on Sunday. For the second time in a week, the Packers welcome a playoff team from a season ago to Lambeau Field. The Washington Commanders are 1-0 off a 21-6 victory over the New York Giants last week in the Washington, D.C. area. The Commanders had 212 passing yards, 220 rushing. They had 200-plus passing yards, 200-plus rushing yards in a season opener for the first time in their franchise history. This is one of those teams people are talking about, the 2024 Commanders, and the franchise's 7-season drought without a winning campaign, 11-season drought without a 10-plus win season, 18-season drought without a playoff victory. They were 14-3, second to the NFC East to the Eagles. The Commanders were the fifth team in the last 25 seasons to reach the conference championship in a season following a year where they finished with 4 or fewer wins. They were 4-13 in 2023. The Packers and the Commanders, the first game between these two teams took place in 1932. The Packers lead the regular season series 20-16-1 while also winning 2 of the 3 postseason contests. It's a matchup tonight of Jayden Daniels, one of the bright young stars in this league at quarterback, and Micah Parsons, a force in the Green Bay defense, who last week announced himself on the scene here at Lambeau Field with a sack, a couple of quarterback pressures, and a Packers win. We've got the Commanders and the Packers coming up from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Thursday Night Football. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Packers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty at Ticketmaster. 100% verified tickets available all season long. You can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. Get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Packers.
Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers, a non-carbonated refresher with alcohol for weekend flavor any day of the week. Like when you get a case of the Mondays, swap it for the bright fruit flavors of Happy Thursday. Or when Tuesday needs a tune-up, look forward to Happy Thursday. And by Wednesday, you're already halfway there. So drink in the weekend flavors. Weekend flavor, any day of the week. Celebrate responsibly. Non-carbonated, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. 21 and up contains alcohol. 2024 Molson Coors Beverage Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Hey, it's Leroy Butler. Looking to tackle hunger on game day or any day like me? You can always score big with Pick and Save, proud grocer of the Green Bay Packers. I leap at the chance for free pickup or delivery of my gridiron grub. Throw in ripe and ready Mission Produce avocados for delicious game day guacamole. Plus more than $600 in digital coupons, and you've got unbeatable flavor and savings each week. Make your play for End Zone Eats at pickandsave.com/Leroy's Picks.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
All rights of this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express the season. They haven't started 2-0 since 2020. They've been 1-1 every season since then, trying to go 2-0 this year as they take on the Commanders. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Green Bay Packers radio network. Tonight's weather check brought to you by Bryant Heating and Cooling. Hey fans, it's our favorite season in Wisconsin, football season. So enjoy the game and leave the other seasons up to Bryant, who will do whatever it takes to keep your heating and cooling system running efficiently. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. 66 degrees, temperature, overcast skies, light winds, 4 miles per hour. Humidity about 77%. Beautiful night for this game. The injury report is brought to you by the personal injury law firm of Hupy and Abraham. Hupy and Abraham, voted best, rated best year after year. Hupy and Abraham, billions of dollars collected for their clients. Visit Hupy.com. Couple of big injuries for the Packers. 2/5 of the starting offensive line will be out. Left guard Aaron Banks down with an ankle groin injury. And right tackle Zach Tom out with an oblique injury. Brenton Cox, the pass rushing defensive end, is out down with a groin injury. Matter of fact, has been placed on injured reserve. Bo Melton will miss tonight with a shoulder injury. And those are the major injuries tonight. The Washington Ball Club comes in, despite being the oldest team in the league, healthy for this Week 2 action at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Rock, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Wayne.
You're healthy and ready to go. You did not show up on the injury report.
And I want to tell you right now, I wanted to ask you this week. Last week's game, the Packers played so well. I thought it was one of the most fun broadcasts ever. I mean, would you agree?
Yeah.
I thought it was nothing but fun because the Packers, it all starts with them. They were playing so well. I just enjoyed every minute of it.
No, it really was. And what a beautiful day it was here, too, for that opener against Detroit. You're exactly right, Rock. And, I was talking to John Kuhn, and we both were saying that, that might have been the best defensive performance we've seen from a Packers team in maybe a decade or more. You know what I mean?
Oh, their play style was outstanding. And every coach, every defensive coordinator in the league talks about 11 hats to the ball. The Packers actually had it. And it was interesting. During the actual game, I thought the Packers tackled pretty well. But when I watched the tape, I realized they didn't tackle all that great, but they tackled in numbers, and it makes all the difference in the world, that gang tackling. So you go in and take your shot. Okay, you miss, 10 of your buddies are waiting to clean up for you.
It was amazing, and the thing that jumped out to me about the Green Bay defense was the speed, Rock. I don't know, and you and I have been doing this now for 27 years, I don't know if I've seen a faster and more athletic Green Bay defense. Now, That's going to have to come into play tonight because they're facing a very athletic young quarterback in Jayden Daniels of Washington. This is a whole different type of defense you're going to need tonight in this ball game as opposed to last week.
And Wayne, what will be really interesting is how the Packers approach rushing Jayden Daniels. Because there's always that thing, got to stay in your lanes, you got to contain him and so forth. But at some point, you have to rush him, too. And it's not like he's unsackable. He was sacked 3 times last week. Micah Parsons, when Daniels was a rookie, Micah Parsons sacked him 4.5 times in the 2 games the Cowboys played him. He is a sackable guy, but you do have to be cognizant of the fact that he can pull it down and either run or buy time, and he's particularly good in the A and B gaps, going in between the tackles.
Mm-hmm. If he gets flushed, he wants to roll to his right. He's a right-handed quarterback. But, Rock, the other thing about Daniels, I mean, his wheels are, you can't miss those, but he's also, to me, it looks like a pretty polished quarterback for a young guy just in his second year in the league.
Well, I think he's very poised and he's very talented. He's got a big-time arm to go with his big-time legs. I mean, that's a scary combination, and that's why when we began talking about this game a couple hours ago, I said, I think the Packers, no doubt about it, have the clear-cut better roster. But Jayden Daniels, because of his extraordinary talent, is a great equalizer.
Packers will have 2 major injuries I just mentioned a moment ago in the offensive line. No Zach Tom, their best overall lineman, and Aaron Banks will miss tonight's game at left guard. So how do they go about their business tonight?
Differently. But at right tackle for Zach Tom, it looks like they're going to start the rookie Anthony Belton, their second-round draft choice out of NC State. 6'6", 336, can move his feet. But what he's got to learn, and I'm talking about seeing what he did in the preseason until now, what he's got to learn is that you have to be technique, on your money, down in and down out for 65 snaps. You can't all of a sudden kind of lose your focus, lose your concentration, and start losing your technique. Because this isn't a preseason game. He'll be facing a veteran rusher each and every snap. Of course, the Commanders also have their own issues at right tackle. They're starting a rookie out there, and he struggled last week, not surprisingly. He's their first-round draft choice, Josh Connerly, and he struggled last week, but it's tough duty. Those edge players, they can all rush, and it'll be interesting because I think that has to be a factor. Which rookie plays better has to be a factor in who wins this game.
No doubt about it. No doubt about that, Larry. One of the interesting stats that come out of last week's game, and I didn't realize this as we were broadcasting the games, not one penalty on the Packers offense all day.
No, Wayne, you talk about a clean game. 0 penalties, 0 sacks, no giveaways. Yeah. I mean, that was as clean as you can get. And also a big one, 0 drops. Yeah. You talk about a clean sweep of doing your stuff right and not giving the opponent anything. That was the Green Bay Packers offensively last week.
So here we are, 5 nights later, and these two teams getting together starting week 2 of the 2025 NFL season. I mentioned it's a winter warning game here tonight and a whiteout game, so most of the fans in the Inner Bowl are wearing white. A moment ago, they were all, as the lights were dimmed, the Packers being introduced to the crowd, the lights on the cell phones were out. The Packers are in solid white jerseys, white pants, green numbers, and a little green and gold on there. The helmets are white as well. Washington wearing their home jerseys, burgundy tops, burgundy shirts with the gold pants, gold numbers, and the burgundy helmets. All right, Packers and Commanders getting set here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay for Thursday Night Football. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, John Kuhn. We just had the national anthem here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The flag heading off the field right now, and the captain's getting set to meet at the 50-yard line.
Yes,
Brad Rogers is the official we'll be hearing from tonight. For the Packers, Rashawn Gary, who had a sack last week. Quay Walker, Isaiah McDuffie heading out there. Xavier McKinney, his jersey's rolled up on his number. I believe that's him out there as well.
I think you're right.
Zach Ertz, John Bates, Frankie Louvu representing the Commanders. And a chant of USA, USA here at Lambeau Field.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to week 2. This is the coin that we will use today. This is tails. This side is heads. What is your call? Heads is the call. It is heads, you win the toss. Which way would you like to kick? Washington has won the toss and elected to defer. Green Bay will receive on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
Packers will start offensively from the south this year for big things in the postseason. A lot of work to do between now and then.
This is called waiting for TV.
Yeah. Yep. Some phones are up there. You can see the lights off the phones. Everyone looking to get a picture of the opening kickoff here. And now Williams and Emmanuel Wilson switch sides. And let's see if Matt Gay, if that changes what he's going to do. He's now pointing to his right. I think they want to keep it away from Savion Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Whiteout crowd. Almost everyone in the inner bowl, folks, wearing white here tonight. And the Packers, as I said, in their white uniforms.
Today.
Yeah. No, the Honolulu blue is gone.
Yeah.
They did a walk of shame out of here on Sunday evening.
All right.
All right, here we go. Matt Gay, run up and a swing of the right leg. We are underway. Wilson, a yard deep in the end zone, comes out of there to the 5-10 along the right side, numbers 15-20. He's to the 25, roped down short. And it's going to be Jeremy Reeves who makes the tackle on the play. Packers fans can enter to win by shopping at Quick Trip. Earn fan zone points for every dollar spent. Use points in the Packers zone to win great prizes in your rewards app. So the Packers start at their 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Anthony Belton getting the start at right tackle in place of Zach Tom, who's missing his first game as a Packer.
Love starts under center with a slot to the left side, single receiver to the right. Josh Jacobs, the lone setback on 1st and 10. And he takes handoff. Jacobs into the right side of the line, plows forward across the 30 along the right hash marks, and is tumbled down inside the hash marks to the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. Will Harris, the safety, first to the ball.
Jordan Morgan starting at left guard in place of Aaron Banks. Of course, Jordan is last year's first-round draft choice. Did a good job on Bobby Wagner on the previous play.
2nd down and 6 now as the Packers come to the line of scrimmage. They get motion from the running back Gaines and a fully loaded shotgun now for Love. Receivers right and left. And Love takes, hands it off to Jacobs, started to the right, cuts it back toward the middle, and is hit and driven down just short of the 35-yard line, a gain of 3. Packers trying to get that run game going early here tonight. It took them a while to get it going against Detroit last week. Bobby Wagner, the veteran linebacker who's led the Commanders in tackles last year, made the hit there. So gain of 2, 3rd down and 3, a little bit more than 3 yards to go for the Packers.
Yeah, in the Lions game, when you look at the running game, quantity became quality. The more they tried it, the longer the game went, the better it got.
Slot right, slot left, tight end standing up in the slot of the left side. Now Wicks in motion from left to right. Snap to Love in the shotgun, drills the right side, and he's got Wicks, first down. Knocked out of bounds, across the 40, 41-yard line. Marshawn Lattimore, veteran cornerback, forced him out. First down on a gain of 6.
Wicks went in motion, Wayne, went across the formation, then ran a quick out in front of the coverage of Marshawn Lattimore.
Opening drive of the game, no score first quarter. Love was 16 of 22, a $188, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions a week ago. He's in the shotgun with a setback to his right. They get motion from the wide receiver Wicks to the left side. And off play action, Love takes, throws left side, got Wicks again, crossed the 50 into Washington territory. Left sidelines ushered out of bounds. Once again by Lattimore at the 46-yard line of Washington. 13-yard gain, 1st and 10.
It was like the same play in the other direction. Wicks coming across the formation in motion and then running a little bit deeper of an out pattern.
Matthew Golden split wide to the right side. They stack 2 receivers on the left and Love in the shotgun. Jacobs to his right. Now they get orbit motion from Reed. Fake the pitch to Reed. Give to Jacobs. That didn't fool anybody. He lunges up the middle between the hash marks down to the 45. A gain of barely a yard. Dietrich Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, 2 big linemen on that front for Washington, made the hits.
And it was Eddie Goldman up there. You might recognize him from his days with the Bears. That really penetrated. And it's never good when you have a defensive lineman laying in your backfield.
Armstrong, Payne, Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Dietrich Wise up front for Washington. Big veteran defensive line. Fully loaded shotgun for Love on 2nd and 9 to the Washington 45. Snap to Love, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, wings it over the middle, and just a bit wide of the mark. Intended for Romeo Doubs, and he was held by Lattimore. Over the middle near the 30-yard line of Washington, right between the hash marks.
Holding. Defense. Number 2. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Oh, boy, he had a big hold on.
Yeah, Lattimore playing man coverage, up pressing, and Romeo running in a slant pattern on him. And when Romeo cut to the inside, Lattimore just latched on.
They marketed the 40-yard line, so they made the call early in that play. Now, the end of the play was inside the 35, but they marketed the 40-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. No score, opening drive of the game. Love under center, single back offense, receivers right and left. 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Love takes the snap, back to throw. Penalty markers are down, maybe a false start, Green Bay.
Things looked out of whack.
Start. Offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Well, that's the
first. A little flinch by Josh Jacobs in the backfield, and that's a legit call.
First penalty of the season on the Green Bay offense. So it's 1st and 15. Football back to the Washington 45. Washington defense last week was impressive against that Giants offense. Held New York to 6 points and 231 yards. Love ducks in under center, single back offense. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, deep drop, steps up, looks. Rainbows down the middle, diving attempt, it's incomplete. Wicks inside the 5 along the right hash marks, running the post on Mike Sainristil, the young cornerback, and appeared to have him beat by just a little bit, but that pass a little too far overthrown.
Yeah, not a lot of room there, but there was room. And Sainristil, 2nd year, good player though.
Out of Michigan. And they feel like he can develop into a star. He plays mostly the slot position for Washington defensively right now. Slot right, slot left. It's 2nd and 15, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft motions to the wing on the left side. Love alone to the shotgun, rushes on, gets the snap, throws right sideline, got Doubs ushered out of bounds. 39-yard line. Mike Sainristil took him out in front of the Washington bench on the far right side. It's a gain of 6. It leaves 3rd and 9.
In the early going, at least, Wayne, the Packers not giving Anthony Belton any help, and he's out there doing a good job. Very technique conscious, good set, good hands. Young fellow looking good.
Packers go no huddle. Snap to Love on 3rd and 9. Deep drop, steps up. Penalty marker down behind the play. Rainbows right side. Reed over the shoulder catch at the pylon for the touchdown.
I think they're going to get Anthony for a hold. I jinxed him.
Quan Martin
holding,
beaten on the play.
Offense, number 71.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Von Miller was getting the edge on him. And they stunted,
And Jayden Reed shaken up on the far side, Rock, out beyond the end zone. Matter of fact, Jordan Love had gone all the way down there initially, and now the athletic trainers and the doctor out to have a look.
Of course, Jayden's already been dealing with a foot injury.
Yep. And looking at the holding infraction, it was the right call. I mean, he had torn.
No, they stunted, and Anthony just got his hand up too high around the the rusher's neck, and he has a tendency to do that. Got to get those hands in his chest.
Jayden Reed jogging off the field under his own power, and that's a good sign, although he still seems to be hurting. It looks like it might be a shoulder injury of some sort, perhaps. Maybe the way he hit the ground across the way. Third down for Green Bay. 3rd and 19. Football back at the 49-yard line of Washington. No score. 11:09 to go in this first quarter. This is the opening drive of the game. Tucker Kraft, Matthew Golden form a slot to the right with Golden in the slot. Stacked to the left side. Now Kraft motions to the offensive line. Love in the shotgun with a setback to his left. 4-man rush Washington, and here's the snap. Love looking, swings it out left side. He's got the running back, Brooks, 40. He's to the 35, pinballing his way outside the numbers on the near left side, down to the 33-yard line. Jeremy Reeves, a safety, made the hit. 16-yard gain, and it becomes 4th down for Green Bay, and the Packers up to the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. 4th and 3. Love looks it over. Single back offense. Now he shifts into the shotgun. There's some indecision here, it appears. And now the snap. Love back to throw. Love looking around. Rainbows right side for Golden, and it's broken up incomplete. Broken up by Trey Amos, the rookie, on the far right side as Golden broke inside for the end zone. No score in the opening drive of the game for the Packers. They nearly had Golden on that touchdown.
He was open.
10:25 to go in the first. Washington Commanders up next. No score from the Verizon broadcast booth. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Miller High Life. Always flavorful, always refreshing, always at the right price. The champagne of beers. Welcome to the High Life. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey Packers fans, are you a U.S. Cellular customer uncertain about the switch to T-Mobile? It's never been easier to switch to Verizon and get the certainty you deserve. Plans start at just $30 per line per month for 4 lines on unlimited welcome with autopay, plus taxes and fees. That price is guaranteed for 3 years on America's most reliable 5G network. Visit a Wisconsin Verizon store today. 3-year price guarantee only applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at TV speeds. Ranking space and route metrics route score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Atlas Roofing is the best value in architectural shingles. They feature a limited lifetime and wind warranty, up to 130 miles per hour. And their super wide design saves on installation time. Plus, get a free estimate fast on your entire shingle project with our easy-to-use design program. In-store or on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. If it could talk, it'd tell stories. And if you've had one, you've probably got a story worth telling. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chevrolet, proud to be the best-selling brand of Wisconsin, the official vehicle of the Green Bay Packers. Trust Chevy on your team. Visit your local Chevy dealer today. A cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check.
Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, John Kuhn, Lambeau Field, and Green Bay. Washington on offense for the first time tonight. No score. 10:25 to go first quarter. Washington starting 1st and 10 at the Commanders' 33-yard line. Jayden Daniels in the shotgun. Austin Eckler to his left. Receivers left and right. 2 tight ends form a wing on the left side. Here's the snap to Daniels, looking around, swings it left flat. He's got Eckler in the open, makes the catch in the flat outside the numbers, ushered out of bounds at the 36-yard line of the far side by Isaiah McDuffie, who played it well. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Nate Hobbs making his first start as a Green Bay Packer on the right corner.
Washington goes after a quick huddle. Zach Ertz is flanked wide to the left side, slot left. Second tight end John Bates on the wing right side. In the shotgun is Jayden Daniels. Ertz motions back to the wing on the left side, and Daniels takes, looks to throw once again. Being flushed, rolling right, looking downfield, scrambles to his left, makes the turn. He's hit. He's tripped up. Down he goes. Loss of 1 at the 35-yard line. Devontae Wyatt in pursuit. Got his man. Devontae's second sack in as many weeks.
As we talked about before the game, Wayne, it's not like Daniels is not a sackable quarterback. He does get sacked, and that time on his reload, Devontae Wyatt just kept coming, and he eventually corralled him.
3rd and 8, ball on the left hash mark, 35-yard line of Washington. 3 receivers bunched tight on the right, single receiver left. And here's the snap to Jayden Daniels. Steps up against the pressure, dumps it off Eckler, right side. He's hit and driven down. Evan Williams got there first, just outside the right hash mark's 39-yard line. It is a gain of 5, but they're far short of the first down. 1, 2, 3 and out. And what was an impressive Green Bay defense on opening day appears to have shown up here today, at least for this first drive.
Eckler just chipping and going, and Evan Williams was having none of it. All over him.
Matthew Golden back deep. Jaden Reed is headed to the Packers locker room with an injury. Meanwhile, Tress Way on in punt formation for Washington. All 12 years spent in the burgundy and gold. Knee-high snap, he moves forward, gets this kick away. Backing up Golden, retreating inside the 10, makes the catch at the 4, and is taken down immediately. And then flipped down by the man who covered, Percy Butler, and a flag comes out. Unnecessary roughness on Butler, who basically grabbed Golden by one leg, flipped him up, and threw him down.
It was unnecessary. This is a good call. Absolutely.
The whistle had sounded by the time that act was committed. Brad Rogers.
There's no foul on the play.
Oh,
you're kidding me.
Brutal. 55-yard punt. Excellent coverage by Washington. The officials swallow their whistles on the call.
The crowd roars their disapproval.
No score, 8:08 to go, first quarter. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers football. Jordan Love, shotgun, looks under a blitz. Throws right side, wide open. He's got Tucker, Kraft 40, 30, 25, 20. Brought down to the far side, inside the 20 and the 19 of Washington. Quan Martin brings him down. Tucker Kraft wide open for 58 yards to flip the field.
Wayne, we are the benefactors of a blown coverage on that one. Tucker Kraft broke the line of scrimmage, and he just kept going, and nobody went with it.
Mm-hmm.
Packers had multiple tight ends on the field. Perhaps that was the cause of the confusion. But whatever it was, the Packers just had a big game.
They mark it at the 20-yard line. The Packers in the Case IH red zone for the first time tonight. Love in the shotgun, blitz coming, handoff to Jacobs, hit from behind and down. He goes too many people to the line of scrimmage, getting over there quickly. Jacob Martin, a pass-rushing edge rusher, and he made the tackle, gain of barely a yard, and it's 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 10 to the 20. The early going, at least. Washington's pretty stingy when it comes to the running game.
Yeah, really are.
Martin crashing in off the edge. Unblocked player there making the play.
We held the Giants to 74 yards rushing last week on 23 carries, 3.2 yard average. 2nd down, a little bit less than 10 yards to go. Love under center. Motion by Golden to the right side. Love takes play action, bootlegging left under some pressure. Lofts it left side, threw it away incomplete. He did have Tucker Kraft, but coverage on Kraft by Javonte Jean-Baptiste, a defensive end. And Jordan just got rid of it. He had pressure in his face.
Well, Wayne, that's one of those play action to the right, and the edge rusher from the other side is supposed to buy that action. He didn't buy it.
3rd down and 9 for the Packers. Football just outside the 19. In the shotgun with 3 receivers left, tight end standing up right side of the line. That's Tucker Kraft. Wicks in the slot left side with Golden. And Love waiting for the snap. Here it is. Love looking, has time, buys more time, rolling right, looking, end zone, takes it himself, makes the turn of the 10, breaks the tackle to the 5, down he goes, 5-yard line of Washington. It is 1st and goal, Green Bay, on a 14-yard ramble by quarterback Jordan Love.
And Wayne, that's the kind of play Love's teammates are going to love. No going out of bounds for the Packer quarterback. He just barrels forward and gets some extra yardage.
Got an injured Packer down on the field across the way. Looks like it might be Tucker Kraft.
Ooh.
Oh, he just got kicked. He was standing at the end of the play. He just got kicked. Got a timeout on the field for an injury. Packers, no score in Green Bay. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
On game day, U.S. Cellular wants you to do less scrolling and more cheering. Whether you're in the stadium or listening to the game on the radio, U.S. Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow fans. U.S. Cellular is all about a healthier relationship with technology. That means when the game is on, notifications go off. Take the US Mode pledge and commit to more meaningful game day connections. Let's find us again with US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the green and gold. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Hi, this is Wayne Larrabee. Whether you're tailgating with friends or tackling your toughest jobs, Chevy Silverado is always ready, steady, and strong. And now during Truck Month, you can get this legend with an exciting offer. Silverado is a truck that's truly built for the long haul and trusted by those who know what real dependability means. Truck Month and big savings. More reasons why I drive Chevy, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. See your Southeastern Wisconsin Chevy dealer today and visit WisconsinDriveChevy.com.
When it comes to getting care, we all need a winning strategy. And the best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin care teams. From routine to specialty care, they empower you by listening, respecting your experiences, and working with you to create a game plan that works. Put an Ascension Wisconsin doctor on your team to connect the dots to labs, imaging, specialists, and any other care you need. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care.
Sometimes life's challenges leave you feeling alone. We all need someone who understands and listens without judgment. That's what the 988 Wisconsin Lifeline is for. 988 is free and confidential. Trained counselors are ready to listen and provide support 24/7 for mental health and substance use concerns. You can contact 988 for yourself or for someone you know. Don't wait. Call or text 988 or chat online at 988wisconsin.org. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Packers fans, Verizon is the official 5G network of the Green Bay Packers. Visit a Wisconsin Verizon store today. Tucker Kraft came off under his own power. He's standing on the sidelines right now. Should be able to return to the game, or so it appears. The Packers are 1st and goal. 5-yard line of Washington off a 14-yard scramble by quarterback Jordan Love. Love takes, looks, throws slant right side. Touchdown, Romeo Doubs! Got the slant on Mike Sainristil, still the second-year cornerback, and the Packers on the board first, leading 6-0.
Romeo just a little shake at the line of scrimmage, and then that's a break to the inside. Sainristil, who's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, beaten cold on the play.
Romeo Doubs is hard to deny in the red zone. He's just an excellent red zone receiver.
He's pretty hard all over the place.
Well, that's true, too. Here's the snap placement, swing of the right leg. The kick by Brandon McManus is up, and it is good. So the Packers break on top first in this Thursday night encounter between two playoff teams from a season ago. Green Bay 7, Washington nothing. Another touchdown for Hunger from Sargento, the official cheese of the Packers. For every Packers touchdown, Sargento donates $2,000 toward hunger relief in Wisconsin. Sargento roots for our community and Packers touchdowns. Tonight's game brought to you by Hupy and Abraham. Injured? Call the personal injury law firm of Hupy and Abraham. Voted best, rated best, year after year. Hupy and Abraham, billions of dollars collected to their clients. Visit Hupy.com. I'll tell you something, when our spotter Eric calls Hupy and Abraham, he means business. Scoring drive summary, sponsored by Chevrolet. 7 plays, 96 yards, 5-yard touchdown pass, Romeo Doubs. I should say Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs. Chevrolet, proud to be the best-selling brand of Wisconsin. Official vehicle of the Trust Chevy on your team. Visit your local Chevy dealer today. Luke McCaffrey, brother of Christian McCaffrey, back deep. And there's another receiver back there, but with these uniforms, I cannot see his number. Deebo Samuel being the other receiver back there. Here's the kickoff by McManus. Sailing toward the far left side into the end zone goes McCaffrey, and he downs it right there. So it'll be 1st and 10, Washington to the 35-yard line. Washington territory working from left to right. 4:33 to go in this first quarter, and the Packers leading 7-0. Green Bay, solid white helmets and jerseys, pants, green numbers, green and gold trim.
Carrington Valentine, Wayne, in the lineup in place of Nate Hobbs.
And he's opposite scary Terry McLaurin. Wide to the left side is McLaurin. Two receivers form a tight slot on the right. In the pistol, Jayden Daniels, single back offense behind him. Snap to Daniels on the handoff, and hit is the running back, and down he goes. Got nothing on that play. Wow. Lucas Van Ness all over it, and the running back was Austin Eckler.
Van Ness chasing the play down from behind. Just knifed his way across the line of scrimmage, wasn't blocked on the play, and made the play.
Washington with a muddle huddle. Now they're set to go in the pistol. Eckler 2 yards behind the quarterback, Jayden Daniels. Stacked to the left, single receiver to the right. Motion by Samuel to the right. Hand off to Eckler, running hard off the left side, and he's hit and driven down across the 35. Out near the 38-yard line on a gain of 4. Rashawn Gary made the hit. So they lost 1 on first down, pick up 4 on second down. Now it's 3rd and 7.
Evan Williams coming up and attacking that play, but missed the tackle attempt in the backfield.
2 safeties high, soft coverage on the corners. Green Bay showing zone as the quarterback drifts back. Jayden Daniels now steps up to the line, pointing across at the defense. Now he shifts back into the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Micah Parsons inside.
Here's the snap. Stepping up, waiting, throwing late over the middle, and a penalty marker thrown behind the play. Catch is made by Austin Eckler. He's driven down a yard short of the first down. Across the 40 at the 44-yard line on the near right side. Bullard and Walker made the hits. There might have been a hold in the backfield.
Yeah, I bet they might have been holding Micah Parsons coming around on the stunt.
Number 67, 5-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You mentioned Parsons inside. Nick Allegretti, the right guard, got the holding, got the illegal use of hands call.
Yeah, he was a loop man on a stunt, and I'll tell you what, he's got so many moves coming at you. That's really tough for an offensive lineman.
3rd down again, but 3rd and 17 for Washington. 7-0 Green Bay. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Daniels in the shotgun to the setback to his left. McLaurin wide left. 3 receivers spread to the right. The snap to Daniels. Quick throw underneath. Got his man Lane. Jumped on immediately by Javon Bullard. At the 30-yard line, a gain of 3 yards. It is 4th and long. Whoa, this Packers defense, first 2 series.
2 series, 2 punts by the Packer defense.
They look very sharp. Keyshawn Nixon going back.
Maybe last week wasn't some kind of mirage or just a good day. Maybe that's their play style for 2025.
Tress Way, left-footed punter. Keyshawn Nixon back deep to receive. Tyler Ott on the snap. And here it is. Way moves forward, gets his kick away, sends a line drive, sailing right at Nixon, who makes a catch to the 20. Dodges a defender, makes a head fake, and down he goes to the 25-yard line. Larry Izzo is the coordinator of the special teams for Washington, and he's a good one. Jeremy Reeves arrived on the scene to make the hit. Not much there for Keyshawn Nixon. 7-0 Packers, 2 minutes to go in the first. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. To the sidelines and John Kuhn.
Guys, I got an injury update this time on the Washington side. Cornerback Trey Amos has a shoulder injury. I'm being told he's questionable returning.
All right, here's the Packer offense at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, 24-yard line at Green Bay. Working from right to left. Tucker Kraft back in at tight end to the right side. Golden motion to the right, handed to Golden. Jet sweep right, has some blocking. Behind a block out front of the tight ends. Makes the turn 25, upended at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 6 yards. Jonathan Jones, veteran cornerback, former New England Patriot, made the hit for Washington.
Luke Musgrave.
John Fitzpatrick was out there.
Fitzpatrick. Both with decent blocks in the open field.
Yep. Looked like they could get more out of that, but Washington closed quickly. 90 seconds ago, first quarter, 7-0 Green Bay. Packers are 2nd down and 4. The Green Bay 30-yard line, ball to the right hash mark. Love in the shotgun. Jacobs to his left. Here's the snap. Love looking around. Still looking in the pocket. Now he's hit and sacked. Back inside the 20-yard line. First time this season he's been sacked. And getting over there quickly on the play, Jacob Martin. So that's a loss back to the 20, and it makes for a 3rd down and 14 yards to go for Green Bay.
Belton is back in at right tackle, and Martin was working against him. Now, he had some company, but Jacob Martin was the first man home.
3rd down, Green Bay. 3rd and 14. Packers 2 of 3 on 3rd down. Snap Love in an empty gun. Deep drop. Steps up. Throws it left side. And he's got Brooks out of the backfield. And Brooks checked down across the 25 near the 30-yard line, near sidelines. Sainristil made the hit for Washington. Nice gain of 10 yards, but it becomes 4th down and 4.
You know, Chris Brooks is really a contributor in a do-everything kind of running back role. He can pick up the blitz, he can run, he can catch. He's just a contributor.
Packers going for it, or they appear to be going for it here, on 4th down and 4 football at the 30-yard line, left hash mark, and the first quarter comes to a close. Again, not a bad strategy. You've got seconds to go in the quarter. You try to get the other side to jump a little bit, pick up a first down that way. But the veteran Washington defense wasn't biting on it. 7-0 Packers, end of 1. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local, and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin staying strong.
Did you know buy local applies to insurance too? Rural Mutual Insurance knows Wisconsin, and their agents know your community. From Hayward to Kenosha, from Marinette to La Crosse, Rural Mutual Insurance is there to help you protect what matters most to you and your family. Find your local agent at ruralmutual.com today.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, it's Leroy Butler. Looking to tackle hunger on game day or any day like me? You can always score big with Pick and Save, proud grocer of the Green Bay Packers. I leap at the chance for free pickup or delivery of my gridiron grub. Throw in ripe and ready Mission Produce avocados for delicious game day guacamole. Plus more than $600 in digital coupons, and you've got unbeatable flavor and savings each week. Make your play for End Zone Eats at pickandsave.com/Leroy's Picks.
For your fellow fanatics, your personal cheerleaders, your number one fans, all the reasons you smile. Get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Life is about balancing what you need with what you want. You know what you want. Fox Communities Credit Union has what you need. Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, John Kuhn, Lambeau Field on a gorgeous night for football in Green Bay. The start of the second week of the NFL season. The Packers are leading the Washington Commanders 7-0. Back deep is Jalen Lane for Washington to receive this punt. From Daniel Whelan, last week, 54.7 yards, 48.3 net. 2 inside the 20. Here's the snap. He takes it waist high. Moves forward, sends a booming kick high into the night sky at Lambeau Field. Making the catch, Lane at the 16. Turns upfield 20, breaks tackle. Ridden down from behind across the 25. Along the numbers on the right side out to the 30-yard line. Pretty good return on that one. Ketan Oladapo got him from behind. 1st and 10, 54-yard punt, but about a 9-yard return.
And Wayne, last series, Carrington Valentine was in there. Nate Hobbs back in the lineup at right corner.
We had a flag down on the field. I did not hear an announcement. No, they're it looked like they were moving the ball up to the 40. They moved it back to the 30.
Face mask, kicking team, number 59. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the
Ooh, Tyron Hopper.
Ooh. Okay, Washington starts this drive at their 45 instead of the 30. Let's pause here 10 seconds, station identification on the Packers Radio Network. Washington 1st and 10, trailing 7-0. Start of the second quarter, football to the 45-yard line of the Commanders. 3 receivers spread to the left. Terry McLaurin solo to the right. Press coverage on him. Single safety high. In the shotgun, Daniels. Moves the running back in motion to the right. Quick comeback screen on the left side. Deebo Samuel. He is hit and gobbled up. Oh, what a play made by Javon Bullard. He read it all the way. Gain of barely a yard. And it's 2nd down and 9.
The Redskins trying to set up a screen to their left, and Javon Bullard played off 2 blockers, not 1 but 2, to make the tackle.
They mark it as no gain. It is 2nd down and 10, Washington from the shotgun. Daniels waits for the snap, gets motion by Samuel to the left. Snap to Daniels, swings it to Samuel on the flat left side. He has some running room at the 50. Is hit and collared out of bounds on the near side. Across the midfield marker, 48-yard line at Green Bay. 3 yards short of the first down. Edger and Cooper chased him out of the near side. The man in coverage on that side, Rock, fell on the play. Gain of 7.
Yeah, it was Edger and Cooper, as a matter of fact, that fell down on the play.
So 3rd down, Washington. They're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Jayden Daniels in a shotgun with slot right, slot left. Running back to the right side of the quarterback appears to be Austin Eckler. Ertz in motion. Snap to Daniels. Quick throw, left side, diving grab. Got it for a first down. The 44-yard line, Terry McLaurin. Xavier McKinney right on him defensively. And a gain of 4 for a 1st and 10.
McKinney was up at the line of scrimmage at the snap of the ball.
Washington goes no huddle. Shotgun snap. Daniels steps up, runs to his right, and he goes down across the 45 at the 43-yard lines where they'll mark it a gain of just a yard. Colby Wooden arriving on the scene. Daniels 6 for 6 passing, but only 20 yards. Wide receiver, here's the snap. Daniels throws it underneath, threw it wide of the mark, nearly intercepted. Intended for the running back, Croskey-Merritt. In the flat on the left side, he threw it behind him. Devontae Wyatt put pressure on the quarterback, forced the missed throw.
I think that's exactly right, Wayne. Wyatt was right in his face. Wyatt had a good day rushing against Detroit as well. And he's already got a sack tonight. And that hurry right there.
3rd down, Washington. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Alone to the gun, Jayden Daniels. Receivers right and left. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Crowd comes to full throat. Here's the snap to Jayden Daniels. In the pocket with time. Rainbow's right side. Leaping grab, knocked away out of bounds. On the far side, Keyshawn Nixon raked it out of there. Pass intended on the far side, I believe. That was for the veteran Noah Brown. It was Noah Brown, the intended receiver.
Keyshawn Nixon just all over him. And Keyshawn always finishes strong at the ball.
Matthew Golden back deep to receive this punt from Tress Way. Here's the snap, low snap. Way moves forward, swing of the left leg, hooks this punt toward the far right side. It backs up and then is down by the Commanders just short of the 10-yard line. Tyler Owens quick to the ball, a safety, special teams coverage man. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Packers, and again they start a drive inside their 10-yard line. 7-0 Green Bay, 12:24 to go in the second quarter. U.S. Cellular is built for us. On game day, put your phone in us mode and dance for touchdowns, not likes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. From the Verizon broadcast booth, this is the Packers Radio Network.
The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join our team today at join139.com.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Life is about balancing what you need with what you want. You don't need a checking account. You want to say, Mom and Dad, I've got this. You don't need a home loan. You want that beautiful lake view. You don't need an auto loan. You want safety for your precious cargo. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we understand that balance. You know what you want. We have what you need. At Fox Communities Credit Union.
12:24 to go. Second quarter, Packers leading 7-0, and they start a second consecutive drive inside their 10-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 8. 7-0 Green Bay. Jordan Love, 8 of 11, $128. They've been unable to get the ground game going. Josh Jacobs, 13 yards on 5 carries. Jacobs the lone back. Love takes, fakes the handoff, drops back to throw. Rainbows deep down the middle. At the end of the rainbow is Golden, and it just off his fingertips. Incomplete. Between the hash marks 40-yard line of Washington, Jonathan Jones had coverage on the play.
That was a shot that was taken but not completed. It was there. And I should point out, Darian Kennard back at right tackle now.
2nd and 10, Green Bay. Football to the 8-yard line of the Packers. Coming out of the north end zone of Lambeau Field as we look at Lambeau from left to right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun is Love with a setback to his left. Now here's the handoff. Jacobs blasting off the left side. Breakthrough, 10 to the 15. And he's out near the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 8 yards. Quan Martin made the tackle. Deep safety for the Washington Commanders.
Got a terrific block from Elton Jenkins that Josh Jacobs cut behind. Really opened a seam for Jacobs.
Packers 2 of 4 on 3rd downs, facing 3rd and 2. Football to the Green Bay 17. In the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right. Love waits for the snap, set back to his right, and hands it off to Jacobs. Takes it off left guard, makes the move as he turns inside the left hash marks. Out to the 20-yard line, got a first down. Will Harris brought him down, gain of 3. 1st and 10 for the Packers.
Will Harris, the safety, walking up on the edge, unblocked on the play, but to no avail when it comes to stopping the first down with big Josh Jacobs toting the mail.
Chris Brooks checks in for Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, tight end.
Brooks and Jacobs last week doing a terrific job on blitz pickups.
Kraft in motion to the right. 2 setbacks in a fully loaded shotgun. Snap to Love. Takes the handoff to Jacobs. Throws it deep down the left sidelines, and the catch is made, but out of bounds. What a catch on that play. Wow. Malik Heath, Marshawn Lattimore had coverage down the left sidelines across the Washington 40 in front of the Commanders bench. Oh, getting another look at it now. He may not have gotten that first foot in. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, my.
They've got a good view
They've
of
got
it.
a good case here. And Matt LaFleur is going to challenge this one.
Yeah, the flag's out.
I think they've got a good case here.
Green Bay is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
Of course, we're always wrong. I think they have an airtight case. An airtight case.
The only thing that worries me, Rock, is we both feel strongly about that call.
Yeah.
In the same way. So that does worry me.
After review, the ruling on the field is a completed catch.
All right. Hey, finally. How many years is this? We broke 27 years worth of being wrong.
Yeah. You know what, Rock? We're getting better.
We got 1% better every time through 27 years to finally get one right.
Oh, my goodness. So
that's a heck of a job by Heath and a heck of a throw by Jordan.
It really was. And the Packers now in business at the 43-yard line of Washington.
You know, sometimes it's amazing how pro football players can get both feet in. Amazing.
37-yard pass play, 1st and 10, Green Bay. Motion to the right side. Love in the shotgun, hands it off to Jacobs. Jumps over a defender off the left side and is stacked up, drives forward down near the 40-yard line. He got about 3 yards, and he got 2 of those on his own. He just drove the pile. Bobby Wagner was there for Washington.
Power type play with Sean Ryan doing the pulling. Good block by him, but inside that block, not very smooth sailing.
Kraft and Fitzpatrick are in at tight end, so it is 12 personnel, 1 running back and 2 tight ends.
For a long guy, Fitzpatrick does a good job of blocking.
Under center, back to throw. Now goes Love, dumps it over the middle, got his man on the cross, cutting right with running room. Romeo Doubs out of bounds inside the 25, near the 24-yard line. Marshawn Lattimore beaten on the play, escorted him to the chalk marks on the near right side. 17 yards downfield.
2 verticals going upfield Romeo Doubs running across or underneath him. Just beautiful execution, good scheme, throw, catch, the whole thing.
3 catches, 28 yards, and a touchdown for Doubs. 1st and 10, Green Bay, 23-yard line of Washington. Jacobs, the lone setback, Love under center, and he takes the snap, gives to Jacobs, hits the left side of the line, and is driven down. Met in the hole immediately on the play by Javon Kinlaw in his 6th year out of South Carolina, former first-round draft choice of San Francisco. He may have lost a yard in that play.
Packers pulling bodies on that, Sean Ryan and Darian Kennard. But before they could do any damage on the corner, play was beaten from the inside.
2nd and 11. Football, nose of the football, just inside the 24 of Washington. 7-0 Green Bay, second quarter. Golden flanked tight on the right side. Love under center. Takes and fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, now flips it off. Right side. He's got Kraft. Breaks a tackle. 20, 15, right sidelines. Inside the 10. Knocked out of bounds. 7-yard line of Washington. Tucker Kraft splattering people along the right side, and Quan Martin finally got him down.
Tucker Kraft just tossing Will Harris,
yes,
a pretty good safety, to the side for additional yardage. You know, people talk about, will this be the year Tucker Kraft joins the elite tight ends? I think he is an elite tight end.
I agree.
When you talk about the complete position, blocking, receiving, running after the catch, I think that's Tucker Kraft right now.
Case IH red zone, 1st and goal at the 7. Handoff, Jacobs up the middle, burrowing his way into the Washington defense, down to the 2-yard line. Tough 5-yard run, Josh Jacobs. Will Harris, Bobby Wagner team up on the tackle now. The Packers go no huddle. Love looking around, takes the snap from under center, gives to Jacobs again, blasting his way, left side end zone.
Yes.
Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs, and it's 13-0. 10 straight games with a touchdown run for Josh Jacobs.
Good job by Elton Jenkins, Jordan Morgan, and Josh Jacobs doing the rest. He doesn't need a big crease, but he had a pretty decent one.
Extra point try, Brandon McManus. Snap and placement, and the kick is propelled to the uprights. It's good. 7:34 to go. We are first half in Green Bay. It's been all Packers so far. 14-0 over the Commanders. And there's a skirmish on the field going on, and I believe a player down. They got an injured Washington Redskin down on the field. Kind of an ominous scene here at Lambeau Field on that extra point try. Injured Washington Commander down on the field. He's been surrounded by doctors and athletic trainers, and now they brought the cart out for him, and a lot of concern on both sidelines. John Kuhn, did you get a look at what happened?
Yeah, defensive lineman Dietrich Wise for the Commanders has, ever since the end of the play, been in immense pain down there on the field. And as I'm looking right now, it looks like they're maneuvering something around his left leg, maybe an air cast or something. They've already brought the cart out. Look like they're going to put him on there to take him in. So Dietrich Wise, the player down on the field.
Oh, he had someone fall on him from behind, fall on his right leg, John, and it was really, we could see it on the replay graphically. Wow, that's one of those injuries. Man, there's just no way around it. So as they continue to, they're apparently going to take another timeout here as they're being very careful with Dietrich Wise, and we'll step away. It is 14-0 Green Bay, 7:34 to go second quarter. Packers Radio presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
I'm Mary Ellen Stanek, president of Baird Funds. The green and gold are unique to professional football because the team is owned by the fans and part of the community they share. At Baird, we understand the difference a personal stake can make. Our employees own our firm, and together we earn Baird's reputation for excellence. by always doing our best for our clients and giving back to our communities. Discover the Beard Difference. Visit bearddifference.com.
Sundays are for football and Carbolus. Born in Wisconsin, Carbolus handcrafted premium cocktails are packed with flavor.
We'll get you the scoring drive summary in a moment. McManus booting from left to right. And here's the run-up. Swing of the right leg, end-over-end kick toward the near side. It is McCaffrey at the 5, making the turn to the 10. Straight ahead, 15, 20, 25, and knocked down short of the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Scoring drive summary sponsored by Chevrolet. 10 plays, 92 yards. 2-yard touchdown run by Josh Jacobs, who's been a dominant player in his career on Thursday nights. Chevrolet, proud to be the best-selling brand of Wisconsin, official vehicle of the Green Bay Packers. Trust Chevy on your team. Visit your local Chevy dealer today.
Wayne, was that the Packers' second drive of 90-plus yards?
Yes. Yes,
That's
it was.
pretty spectacular stuff.
Amazing. So here are the Washington Commanders trailing 14-0. Ball to the left hash mark. 30-yard line of Washington. Working from right to left in the shotgun, Jayden Daniels. Samuel orbit motion to the left. And the handoff goes to Croskey off the right side, and he stood up and driven back at the 35-yard line. Gain of a quick 5 yards off right guard, right tackle. Quay Walker, Evan Williams respond from the second and third levels of the Green Bay defense.
Croskey-Merritt adds more juice to the running game, 82 yards.
And now rolling right, Daniel being chased, hit, throws right side, it's juggled and caught by McLaurin, hammered down by Keyshawn Nixon, across the 45 of the far right side in front of the Washington sideline. He's got a first down up near the midfield marker of the 49.
Croskey-Merritt, 82 yards last week against the Giants, long run of 42, and he's a 7th-round draft choice.
I believe it was Kingsley Enoch-Barre who almost got to the quarterback. And now we've got another injured Commander. Down on one knee is Coleman. Coleman, the left guard for Washington. And so the trainer's out to have a look at him. It's football season, shandy season, Packers fans. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy is a refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's to the lake. Hey, Packers fans, you can win tickets, a private tailgate, exclusive Jordan Love merch, and more with the American Family Insurance Dream Weekend Sweepstakes. Visit amfam.com/Packers to enter. No purchase necessary. John Kuhn, what do you have for us down to the sidelines?
Well, guys, I don't have a whole good look at right now what's going on with the linemen down on the football field, but as we suspected, Dietrich Wise taken to the locker room, leg injury, questionable.
Now, I think that question will be no if it's asked. I don't think he's returning. Meanwhile, Coleman heading off pretty much under his own power. The center is for the Washington Commanders is Tyler Biadish, the native of Amherst, Wisconsin. He played at UW-Madison from 2017 to 2019.
Former 4th-round pick of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. So the football at the 49 of Washington, knocking on the Green Bay territorial door, are the Commanders. Noah Brown wide to the right side. McLaurin and Samuel form a slot to the left. In the shotgun, Daniels. And now Croskey-Merritt moves to the quarterback's left. And the fake to Croskey-Merritt. Quick throw left side. Oh, nearly intercepted. Pass intended for McLaurin. Thrown to the sidelines. Carrington Valentine over the top of McLaurin. Just inside of the 45 of Green Bay. Nearly had a play on it. Pass was off the mark. 2nd and 10. Brown to the right side. Samuel and McLaurin stack on the left. From the 49 of Washington on 2nd down. In the shotgun, here's the snap. Daniels looks, throws right side, and he's got his man. They found us opening a little window in the zone and twisted down inside the 45. The 42-yard line, Keyshawn Nixon made the hit on the play. And Noah Brown on the catch.
That's exactly right, Wayne. Just hooked up right in between 3 Packer defenders.
3rd down and short, handoff to Croskey-Merritt. He makes the turn around the right end inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line of Green Bay. Enikbare made the hit for the Packers.
He's just got a lot more juice than Austin Eckler does at this point in Eckler's career.
And he's a great story, Rock. He's a 7th-round draft choice out of Arizona. He played one game in Arizona last year due to eligibility problems. Half-loaded pistol for Washington. 2 receivers to the left. 1st and 10. Daniels takes, looks left, looks right, steps up, scrambles right. Makes the turn, 35, upended on the play nicely by Edgerrin Cooper. Inside the 35, they're going to give him the 33-yard line on a gain of 5.
Hey, Wayne, I don't know about you, but as dangerous as Daniels is, 5 yards on a scramble, I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good job, Edgerrin Cooper.
Oh, very good job. Bates leaves, Ertz back in. He's a favorite receiver of Jayden Daniels, who's 8 of 11, 43 yards passing. In the shotgun with Croskey-Merritt to his right. The Washington quarterback looks it over. Slot to the left side. Deebo Samuel in the slot left. Noah Brown split wide right. Here's the snap. Rush on. Quick throw. Right side broken up by Keyshawn Nixon. Good timing on a pass intended for Brown. Far side outside the number at the 28-yard line of Green Bay. So it becomes 3rd down and 5 for Washington at the Packers' 33-yard line.
Keyshawn Nixon just all over that route and receiver. No interference, just tight coverage.
Here we go. 3rd down Washington. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Daniels in the shotgun with Eckler to his right. 3 receivers left. Brown solo right. Press coverage on Brown. Single safety high. Snap to Daniels. Lofts it down the left side going for McLaren, and the pass overthrown out of bounds, incomplete. Coverage by Nate Hobbs across the 5-yard line of Green Bay, and it is 4th down. They send the field goal unit on.
And Wayne, a little different look from the Packers defense. They had Nate Hobbs playing the slot. And normally that's Javon Bullard, but Nate Hobbs, they have an alignment where Nate Hobbs is the slot man, the nickel back, and Carrington Valentine stays in on the outside.
51-yard field goal, Matt Gay off the right hash. Snap, placement, kick to the uprights. And it is good. So Matt Gay drills it through for the first points of the game for the Washington Commanders. 4:27 to go. 2nd quarter. Packers 14, Commanders 3. Tonight's game brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. And by Carbless. Handcrafted premium cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, full flavor. A proud product of Wisconsin and partner of the Green Bay Packers. Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, and John Kuhn on a beautiful Thursday night in Lambeau Field. Thursday night football, the Packers and the Commanders. Both of these teams figure to be in the NFC playoff race all season long.
What were the Commanders last year? 12-5, and then they made it to the NFC Championship
Yes,
game.
Indeed. Yep. They won their last 5 regular season games to jump ahead of the Packers on the playoff ladder. Savion Williams on the near side. Emmanuel Wilson on the far side. Now looks like they may switch here. Getting set to boot it away, Matt Gay. Now Savion comes to the near side, and Emmanuel to the far side for Green Bay. Let's see where Gay goes with this kick. Here's the run-up and a kickoff. End over end. Wilson makes the catch, straddling the goal line. Straight ahead 5. Left side numbers 10 to the 15, 20, 25. Barrel down. Across the 25-yard line. Near the 27, Jeremy Reeves. Excellent special teams players. They've got a couple of good ones. Reeves being one, and the other one is a Wisconsin native, Nick Ballore from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. He is an all-pro special teams coverage man.
You know who's been a nice special teams addition for the Packers? Nick Neiman.
Oh, yes.
He had like 4 tackles last week, or in on 4 tackles.
Amazing. And just a late pickup, Rock, after camp, you know. That's why you have a personnel department.
Personnel guys are doing late at night, looking at film.
Fully loaded shotgun, receivers left and right. Motion by Tucker Kraft to the right. And here's a handoff to Savion Williams around the left end. Williams exploding across the 35 outside the numbers 40. And they're going to mark him out of bounds where? apparently stepped out of the 35-yard line. Wow, down the left sidelines in front of the Washington sideline. Quan Martin forced him out. A gain of 8 yards.
Got a great job by Malik Heath on the edge, and then Tucker Kraft decleats a commander downfield. And I'm thrilled to see Savion Williams get a chance to do something.
Indeed. He is an explosive young man.
He's a talent. He's a talent.
Fitzpatrick wide to the left. Now he comes in motion to the right. Love under center, second and short from the 35 of Green Bay. And here's the handoff. Jacobs bouncing to the right, makes the turn, got a first down, spinning his way, and a penalty marker thrown behind the play. Goodness. Got to be a hold on the Packers. Trey Amos made the stop.
Number 86, 10-yard penalty, second down.
John Fitzpatrick, the guilty party.
Wipes out a 6-yard gain and a first down.
And his man was class. We talk about this all the time. When his man is starting to leave him, and so, okay, let him go, because they'll see the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But then he hang on, and then the rag comes out.
As soon as that shirt gets extended a little bit, that's what they see, yeah. So it's second down and 12 now for the Packers, and the football back at the 25-yard line of Green Bay. 3:20 to go, second quarter. Packers leading the Commanders 14-3. Two receivers stacked to the left. Doubs wide right. Press coverage on him. Single safety high at the moment. They get motion to the right side. Dontavian Wicks. Shotgun snap to Love. Looks right. Dumps it off. Left side. Checks it down. Brooks makes the turn. Runs into two Washington Commanders and is driven down to the line of scrimmage on the far left side of the 25-yard line. Bobby Wagner read it all the way.
Tucker Kraft out there to block, and he doesn't get the short end of many blocking attempts, but he got the short end of that one. He got hammered pretty good by Frankie Louvu.
Third and about 12 for Green Bay. The Packers are 3 for 5 in third down conversions. Leading 14-3, 2:30 to go. Second quarter. Three receivers spread to the right, single receiver to the left. Tucker Kraft and that trio of receivers to the right side. Love in the shotgun, takes the snap. Rushes on, has time. Steps up, scrambles left. Looking for a receiver. Still looking, winds up, rainbows. Deep down the left side, going for Doubs. Makes the adjustment, it's batted away, incomplete. Fighting all the way with Marshawn Lattimore inside the 25 of Washington. Wow.
Wayne, did that look like a jump ball?
Oh, it did. I mean, you know.
They were lined up at center court, and it was a jump ball.
Doubs made a great adjustment. I thought for a minute, Rock, he might gather it in. Jalen Lane back deep to receive this punt now as the Packers, with a 14-3 lead, turn it over to the Washington Commanders. Signals being called. Matt Orzik with the snap, swing of the right leg, high, booming, spiral kick, backing up, making the catch. Lane of the 19, turns upfield, 20, 25, cutting left, steps through a defender, 30, 35, he's to the 40, long the left hash marks, and is spilled at the 43 or 44-yard line of Washington. Again, good field position for the Commanders. Evan Williams got him to the ground. First and 10 upcoming for Jayden Daniels and company, with Green Bay leading 14-3. Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Introducing Circle K, your go-to neighborhood convenience store for all your everyday needs. Green Bay, Ashwaubenon, and Ledgeville. Why don't you stop in today? That's what I was trying to say. Slot right, stack to the left side. First and 10, Washington, 43-yard line of the Commanders. Daniels in the shotgun, set back to his right. Here's the snap. Four-man rush, steps up, scrambles right, finds a lane. Cuts to his right to the outside, being pursued on the play and chased out of bounds by Bullard across the 50 of the 49-yard line of Green Bay. Gain of 8 yards. 2-minute warning given to both benches.
Timeout.
14-3 Packers, and Packers Radio presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers, a non-carbonated refresher with alcohol for weekend flavor any day of the week. Like when you get a case of the Mondays, swap it for the bright fruit flavors of Happy Thursday. Or when Tuesday needs a tune-up, look forward to Happy Thursday. And by Wednesday, you're already halfway there. So drink in the weekend flavor of Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers. Weekend flavor any day of the week. Celebrate responsibly. Non-carbonated, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. 21 and up contains alcohol. 2024 Molson Coors Beverage Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Hey fans! It might still feel like summer, but we all know how fast Wisconsin weather can turn. Count on the trusted dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling to do whatever it takes to make sure your furnace is up for the challenge. And act now and score up to $2,600 in federal tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems before they expire at the end of the year. Financing available through participating dealers for qualified buyers. Find your local Bryant dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
Hi, this is Wayne Larrabee, voice of the Green Bay Packers. If you've been involved in an accident, choose the team with the winning record for more than 50 years. The team that has collected over $1 billion for their clients. The team I would call. Hupy and Abraham. Pick the winning team. The team with the win or it's free guarantee. Call 1-800-800-5678. 1-800-800-5678. Or on the web at Hupy.com. Hupy and Abraham. Available 24/7, 365. Visit Hupy.com today.
Attention fans, IT and football strategy have more in common than you think. Like a winning game plan, your business needs a well-executed IT strategy. Software One is the leader in software and cloud solutions. Whether you're facing a blitz of data, looking to land an application in AWS, or need a Hail Mary pass to meet budget savings, Software One will be your lead blocker. Don't get sacked. Call 1-800-444-9890 or visit softwareone.com. Software One, your MVP for software and cloud solutions.
The 2-minute warning presented by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Earn great union wages and benefits building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, who will MC a halftime ceremony involving Sterling Sharpe as he will receive his Hall of Fame ring. John Kuhn on the sidelines. Washington second down as we wind down the first half. Packers leading 14-3. Washington to the 49 of Green Bay, second down and 2. Daniels in the shotgun, Austin Eckler to his right, slot left. Shotgun snap, and here's the handoff to Eckler. Picks his way up the middle and drives forward and just does get the first down. Across the G at the 50-yard line, Carl Brooks made the tackle. Pickup of barely 3 yards, but enough for the first down. John Kuhn, this is an important drive.
It's an important drive, and it's hard to believe that a defense that has been so dominant in this game, Washington with only 70 yards, and we're sitting here in this position at 14-3.
Here's the handoff again to the running back. Eckler fights his way off left tackle. He's inside of the 45 and gets good yardage to the 41. A gain of 5. Devontae Wyatt made the stop. Daniels 8 of 13, 43 yards passing, but the Commanders beginning to move it on the ground here. Second down and 5, and jumping on the left side of the line. It looked like Laramie Tunsil moved early on that play, and this is going to back up Washington 5 yards.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty. Second down. Washington has chosen to take the 10-second runoff. Please set the clock to 59 seconds. It'll start on my ready.
They got to reset the clock, and they haven't done that yet. Here we go. Now it's reset. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left for Washington. It is second down and 10. Football back of the 46-yard line of Green Bay. Snap to Jayden Daniels under pressure, dumps it off right side. He's got Deebo Samuel running hard outside the hash marks. Inside the numbers. Inside the 45 to the 40-yard line. On a gain of 6 yards, leaving third down and 4 coming up. Parsons and Bullard collaborate on the stop. Washington goes no huddle. Third down and about 4. They're 2 of 6 on third downs. Terry McLaurin in motion to the right. Jayden Daniels looking left and right. And here's the snap. Daniels deep drop, rolls left, now looks right, waits, throws it back against the grain right side, and it's broken up incomplete. Beautiful play down the sidelines by Xavier McKinney on a pass that appeared to be intended on the play. I believe that was Austin Eckler down the sidelines near the Green Bay 20-yard line. So it becomes a 4th down, and again the Packers, John, the Washington in the second quarter has repeatedly gotten good field position, and now they're settling for another field goal. This one of 58 yards by Matt Gay. This would equal his career long. Off the right hash mark to the north end zone upright. Snap and placement. Swing of the right leg, and the kick is up. It is no good. It appeared he pulled it to the left side. 14 seconds ago in the half, it's still 14-3, Green Bay. With champagne-like bubbles in an iconic glass bottle, Miller High Life is a quality beer within everyone's reach. Crisp, refreshing, unpretentious Miller High Life. Welcome to the High Life. Well, John Kuhn, that was a good stop to get.
Great stop there by the Packers defense. And once again, a sandwich of Jayden Daniels after he released that football. When he's in the pocket, there's bodies flying all around him. They're making him get rid of the ball before he wants to get rid of the ball. He's made a couple runs, but he hasn't really gotten out all that much so far in this first half. 82 yards total for this Washington team that accumulated 432 last week, so I'd say a job well done.
14 seconds to go, and the Packers have all 3 of their timeouts. So do the Commanders. Here's the snap to Love in the shotgun. Love backpedals, now throws right sidelines. Got his man, makes the catch. Dontavian Wicks, a beautiful fingertip catch. Quan Martin beaten on the play, forced him out of bounds. They mark it to the 38-yard line of Washington. 14-yard gain. Oh, John, that was a beautiful catch right in front of you.
It was, and it was all hands. Caught that outside the body, held on to it as he went all the way to the ground. Beautifully done. Almost the way they started the game with Dontavian Wicks.
Doubs, Wicks, and Golden all to the left side. Tight end Tucker Kraft right side of the line. 8 seconds to go. Inside handoff and plowing forward, driving inside the 25. And that is Josh Jacobson. Down he goes at the 31-yard line. Inside the 35, I should have said. Frankie Luvu made the hit. Timeout Green Bay. 4 seconds to go. The field goal unit comes on off a gain of 7. Man, I'll tell you what, if they can get 3 points here, John, that would be, I'll tell you, Washington was poised to get points on its last drive of the first half, and then they get the ball to start the second half, and the Packers got the ball with 14 seconds to go. Love marshals them into field goal range, and now we've got a 48-yard field goal just inside the right hash marks coming up for Brandon McManus. Matt Orzik on the snap. Daniel Whelan down on one knee. Waits for the snap. Whelan with the arm extended. Here it is. Placement made. Swing of the leg. The kick is up. It hits the upright and bounds away. Hit the left upright and bounded away. Both teams missed field goals in the final minute of the first half. And at the end of one half complete in Green Bay on this Thursday night, it is the Packers 14 and the Commanders 3. The halftime report presented by Ascension, Wisconsin is next. Packers Radio presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Farming is probably the most natural thing for a person to do. It taught me how to take pride in my work, how to put something ahead of myself, whether it was getting up early to feed the livestock or working late to bring in the harvest. Farming taught me to give it my best, no matter the job. My name is Tanner. I'm a farmer. I work for Case IH.
Case IH, built by farmers.
LiUNA members construct Wisconsin's infrastructure that grows our state economy. Roads, bridges, sewers, and water lines. Energy infrastructure, including renewable energy projects and building projects like historic Lambeau Field. A union with over 900 contractor partners. LiUNA Wisconsin members meet contractors' demand for a skilled, safe, and productive workforce. All while earning great union wages, health care, and a pension. Feel the power of a career building Wisconsin's infrastructure as a member of the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. LIUNA Wisconsin.org.
Green Bay is famous for playing hard, so it's no surprise it's home to the region's most exciting place to play, Oneida Casino Hotel. Whether you love a great hit, the thrill of a big momentum shift, or just the fun of getting the whole team together, this is where Green Bay comes to relax, recharge, and play hard. Oneida Casino Hotel. Play on. Official casino and hotel of the Green Bay Packers. Please gamble responsibly.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The halftime report is presented by Ascension, Wisconsin. When it comes to healthcare, we all need a winning strategy. The best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin Care Teams. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care. I'm Chandra Lynn, your score at Lambeau, 14-3. Packers are up. Let's get to the highlights. A couple close calls for the Pack on the opening drive of the game, but after 9 plays, Green Bay turns it over to the Commanders with 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Have no fear, though. Our defense forced a 3-and-out. Devontae Wyatt getting the first sack of the game. Just over 2 minutes into our next drive, we are in the red zone, and then...
Right side, touchdown, Romeo Doubs! Got the slant on Mike Sainristil, still the second-year cornerback, and the Packers on the board first, leading 6-0.
The extra point is good by McManus. Green Bay is on the board first, up 7-0 over Washington. 4.5 minutes to go in the first. And let's just say our defense is no joke, forcing another 3-and-out. The Packers are still up 7-0. In the second quarter we go. The Commanders did convert on a third down for the first time in the game. But the Pack got it back, and oh man, did it get exciting. 4 plays in, Love connects with Malik Heath for 37 yards. The refs called him out of bounds, but that was quickly overturned, and the Packers eventually end up in the end zone again.
Love looking around, takes the snap from under center, gets the Jacobs again, blasting his way, left side end zone, touchdown, Green Bay Packers, Josh Jacobs, and it's 13-0. 10 straight games with a touchdown run for Josh Jacobs.
The extra point is good, and it is 14-0. That was Jacobs' 10th straight game with a touchdown, by the way, so that extended his Packers record. 7.5 minutes to go. Washington did get on the board in their next possession, being held to a 51-yard field goal. That was good, so it's now 14-3 Packers. Before the half was over, Washington attempted a 58-yard field goal. That was no good. So then we went for a 48-yard field goal. That was no good. We are 14-3 as they head into the locker rooms. Should note that wide receiver Jayden Reed injured his shoulder on the opening drive, and his return right now is questionable. We'll take a look at a few other big games coming up for Week 2. Packers Radio is presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers, a non-carbonated refresher with alcohol for weekend flavor any day of the week. Like when you get a case of the Mondays, swap it for the bright fruit flavors of Happy Thursday. Or when Tuesday needs a tune-up, look forward to Happy Thursday. And by Wednesday, you're already halfway there. So drink in the weekend flavor of Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers, weekend flavor any day of the week. Celebrate responsibly. Non-carbonated, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. 21 and up, contains alcohol. 2024 Molson Coors Beverage Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer.
Hey Packers fans, are you a U.S. Cellular customer uncertain about the switch to T-Mobile? It's never been easier to switch to Verizon and get the certainty you deserve. Plans start at just $30 per line per month for 4 lines on unlimited welcome with autopay, plus taxes and fees. That price is guaranteed for 3 years on America's most reliable 5G network. Visit a Wisconsin Verizon store today. 3-year price guarantee only applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. In times and condition, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Ranking space and route metrics route score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary.
The halftime report is presented by Ascension, Wisconsin. When it comes to healthcare, we all need a winning strategy. The best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin Care Teams. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care. At the half, it's 14-3 Packers. Commanders will get the ball to start the second half. Here's a few other games that we're keeping an eye on for week 2. It's the Bears and Lions in Detroit at noon on Sunday. Both teams are looking to get their first win of the season. Then at night, it's the Falcons in Minneapolis to take on J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings as Atlanta is looking for their first win of the season. Grit, ambition, and daring that matches your own. It's what you'll find with every built Ford Tough truck and Go Anywhere Ford SUV. Score yours at your Wisconsin and Ford UP dealers today. Packers Radio is presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. The halftime report is presented by Ascension Wisconsin. When it comes to healthcare, we all need a winning strategy. The best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin Care Teams. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care. Your halftime score in Green Bay, the Packers are up 14-3. The Commanders will get the ball to start the second half. We will rejoin Wayne and Larry at Lambeau next as the second half begins. Packers Radio.
Dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hi, this is Wayne Larrabee. Whether you're tailgating with friends or tackling your toughest jobs, Chevy Silverado is always ready, steady, and strong. And now during Truck Month, you can get this legend with an exciting offer. Silverado is a truck that's truly built for the long haul and trusted by those who know what real dependability means. Truck Month and big savings. More reasons why I drive Chevy, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. See your Southeastern Wisconsin Chevy dealer today and visit WisconsinDriveChevy.com.
Preparation is the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Packers on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Packers Pride, powered locally.
Halftime here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, with the Packers leading the Washington Commanders 14-3. Time for tonight's ground game stats powered by Cenex. The Packers, 15 rushing attempts, 70 yards. The Commanders, 9 rushes for 34 yards. The ground game stats are powered by Cenex. Fuel your fandom. Stop by your local Cenex to stock up on snacks and fuel for your next Packers game. Cenex is the proud petroleum partner of the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, 13 of 18, 214 yards in the first half, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. That is the most yards he's thrown for in a first half in his relatively young career. Josh Jacobs, 42 yards rushing on 12 carries. Daniels for Washington, 9 of 15, 49 yards. And he also was the leading rusher for Washington, 3 carries, 14 yards. Washington, 34 yards rushing, as I mentioned, just getting 3.8 yards per carry. Second half kickoff is presented by Construction Business Group, operating engineers and contractors, teaming up to build Wisconsin. Learn more at join139.com. John Kuhn, what'd you find out at halftime?
Well, I got a chance to listen to both the coaches, Wayne, and Dan Quinn obviously was not happy. He said, we're not playing very well as a team. We got a lot to work on. Third downs are killing us on both sides of the ball. We need to be much better. Matt LaFleur on the other end, he said, hey, our success is because everybody's doing their job. Unfortunately, we should have more points. We've had penalties, but we got to play this one play at a time with relentless energy to get the job done. And while I'm here, Wayne, I'll give you some injury updates. Defensive end Dietrich Wise with that quad injury. He is out for the game like we suspected. Guard Brandon Coleman has a shoulder. He is questionable return. Tight end John Bates with the groin. He is questionable return. And Jaden Reed, our wide receiver, he is ruled out with that shoulder injury.
All right, John, thank you very much. Brandon McManus getting set to kick it away. Twin safeties back deep. Luke McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel for Washington. They're standing one behind the other. There's a little cat and mouse game that's going on these days in the kickoff situation. Nobody wants to just boom it through the end zone anymore because the ball comes out to the 35-yard line. So you've got a lot of returns. Matter of fact, last week, 75% of kickoffs were returned last week. So this has really made this particular alignment, as odd as it might look, it's really done the job. Put the kickoff return back into football, NFL football. Samuel on the near side now. And here's the kickoff. It comes to Samuel near left side. Makes the catch at the 6 to the 10. Cutting right to the 15, 20. Accelerates, turns upfield. Splits a couple of defenders. 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 to the 50. Being chased out of bounds. Forced out of bounds inside the Green Bay 45. Near the 43-yard line. Tyron Harper forced him out. At about a 52-yard return. So Washington again getting good field position to start their next drive. Their average field position was the Washington 37 in the first half. Green Bay, average field position, the Packers 23 in the first half. Yet the Packers have the lead. So Washington again starts a drive in excellent field position. Jayden Daniels in a shotgun. 3 receivers left. Tight end right side of the line. 14-3 Green Bay. Start of the third quarter. Croskey-Merritt in motion to the right. Hand off to Merritt up the middle. Croskey-Merritt fighting his way inside the 45 down near the 40-yard line. Rashawn Gary got him to the ground. They ran right at the Green Bay defense. We pause. Well, we're not going to pause here. Washington going no huddle. You'll have to wait on a station ID till we get a chance, whenever that might be. 3 receivers bunch on the left. In the shotgun, Daniels looks it over. Croskey-Merritt is the running back. He's to the left side of the quarterback. Quick throw, left side, dumped it at the feet of Croskey-Merritt, incomplete. Good pressure right away by the Packers. I believe that might have been Lucas Van Ness in on the quarterback. Meanwhile, Edgerrin Cooper shaking up a little bit on that play. Didn't see what happened to him. Van Ness got immediate pressure, boy.
He got a heck of a takeoff, Wayne.
Yes, he did, against Laramie Tunsil, one of the better left tackles in the game. So Washington right away now facing third down and about 6 yards to go. Football to the 40-yard line of Green Bay. Washington in that first half, 2 of 7 on third down conversions. Washington making some changes in the lineup now. Lane comes in, replacing Brown at wide receiver. Samuel and McLaurin to the left side. Zach Ertz in the slot right side. Lane wide right. In the shotgun is the quarterback, Jayden Daniels. Austin Eckler was left. Third down from the 40 at Green Bay. 3rd and 6. Here's the snap to Jayden Daniels. Rush on, pocket collapsing, throws the middle, diving grab. Pushing off on Evan Williams and making the catch. Zach Ertz, the tight end. Right hash marks, 31-yard line of Green Bay. First down, gain of 9.
And Evan Williams is wondering where the call was, because he got basically run over in a very physical fashion by the receiver.
1st and 10 for Washington, trying to get back in the game here. Early going third quarter, Packers leading 14-3. From the Green Bay 31 on first down. Receivers right and left. Daniels in the shotgun. Croskey-Merritt to his right. Give to Croskey-Merritt. Takes it off the left side, cuts it back to the right, and then is tracked down on the play. All the way by Quay Walker and then Lucas Van Ness helping out. As it is a gain of about 5, second down for Washington.
Yeah, Quay more or less steering him into Lucas Van Ness.
Washington goes muddle huddle. Half-loaded pistol for Washington. Now they shift. Daniels waits for a shotgun snap. Motion by Samuel to the right. Snap to Daniels, lots of time, dumps it off, checks it down to Samuel on the right side. Tries to slip by one man, but is covered up. Good game tackling by the Packers. Inside the 25, brought down outside the numbers. On the far right side is Deebo Samuel. Walker and Cooper put him away. A gain of 3, now third down again for Washington.
Great example, Wayne, of what we were speaking of before the game. First man misses, but then the Packers tackle in numbers and finish the deal.
Slot right, slot left. Washington, 3 of 8 on third down conversions. Opening drive, second half. Packers leading 14-3 from the Green Bay 24. Daniels in the shotgun. Taylor Biotis turns around the center, looking at the quarterback, waiting for the signal. Now here's the snap. Rush on. Daniels steps up. Penalty marker down. Daniels is sacked. Back outside the 30-yard line. Micah Parsons arrives on the scene. Edgerrin Cooper was also there.
Micah Parsons drawing the flag. People just can't stop him without trying to tackle him.
You're not going to.
Offense number 72. That penalty is declined.
Yeah, decline that penalty.
Josh Connerly on the hold. The right tackle, the rookie.
A loss of 10, Rock, back to the 34-yard line of Green Bay. And again, for the third time tonight, they bring the field goal unit in. Matt Gay, 1 out of 2 in the first half.
How about that field goal hitting the post at the end of the half?
I know.
That was heartbreaking.
52-yard field goal attempt. Matt Gay, he missed earlier on a 58-yarder. Signals being called. Here's the snap. Placement. Swing of the right leg. Kick end over end to the uprights. Hits the right upright. Bounds away.
One good turn deserves another.
Man, those uprights are getting in the way of field goal attempts, aren't they, tonight?
Well, that one was okay.
Packers defense held. 14-3 Green Bay, 11:54 to go in the third. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. Construction Business Group, operating engineers and contractors, teaming up to build Wisconsin together. Learn more at join139.com. Packers take over, leading 14-3. 11:54 to go in the third. Green Bay football, 42-yard line of the Packers. Under center is Jordan Love. They gets motion to the right side by Golden. Matthew Golden back to throw. Love looking, lofts it. Right side, and he's got his man open on the play for the catch. Between the numbers on the near right side, Luke Musgrave. Quan Martin gave a lot of cushion, and Musgrave made him pay for 23 yards, and the Packers in business at the Commanders' 35-yard line.
Luke Musgrave lined up on the right side, caught the ball on the right side, took it upfield, and kind of a deep outcut.
1st and 10, Green Bay.
Advantage, but a crease like that, it doesn't happen a lot against the Commanders.
They're marking it a half yard short of the first down. So the Packers face third down, less than a yard to go. Football just outside the 25-yard line of Washington. 14-3 Green Bay, coming up on 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Golden split to the left side. 2 tight ends left side of the line. Jacobs, the lone setback. Jordan Love under center. Motion by Musgrave to the wing on the right. Now he turns back to the left. Back to throw. Love throws it left side. Musgrave's got it. Down the left sidelines, 20, and is taken down along the far left sidelines near the 17-yard line of Washington. Mike Sainristil recovered to make the tackle. 9-yard gain of the Packers in the Case IH red zone.
Musgrave starting off on the left, went to his right, came back to the left, and just a speed out to the sideline in front of Marshall and Lattimore.
So
Mike Sainristil.
Luke Musgrave getting involved in this drive. 2 catches for 32 yards. Love under center on 1st and 10. 17 of Washington. Golden in motion to the right. Give Jacobs left side. Jacobs takes what he can get. Penalty marker thrown behind the play. Jacobs between the numbers on the far left side. Got down to the 15. No farther. Kinlaw made the hit.
Holding. Offense. Number 75. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Sean Ryan, the guilty party. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Packers Radio Network. Tonight's game brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
My humble opinion, a bogus call on Sean Ryan.
So becomes 1st and 20. Ball back at the 27-yard line of Washington. 14-3 Green Bay. 9:30 to go. Set third quarter. Savion Williams in motion to the left, and now 2 men in motion as Tucker Kraft moves.
Start. Offense. Number 85. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Rock, we're going in the wrong direction here.
Which is never a good thing.
First and 25. And with the way the uprights are playing field goal defense tonight, I wouldn't want to count on it. Receivers left and right. Stacked to the right side. Single receiver Doubs to the left. Now Savion Williams in motion to the left. It is first down and long. First and 25. Football to the 32 of Washington. Snap to Love. Good protection initially. Drills right side. Got Tucker Kraft. Turns the corner outside the number 15 to the near right sidelines. Down he goes. Inside the 15 at the 12-yard line of Washington. Trey Amos beaten on the play. 19-yard gain. So that makes second down and 6 for Green Bay.
Okay, Packers had one receiver up the sideline, one going up the field inside, and Tucker Kraft right in between them, cutting to the outside, and he was wide open.
He now has 108 yards on 4 catches. Tucker Kraft here tonight. Second down and 6 for Green Bay, 12-yard line of Washington. 2 receivers stack on the right, and Love hands it off. Jacobs up the middle, throwing his way. Outside the right hash marks, down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Enough for the first down, it appears. Sainristil brought him down on an undercut move. They mark it at the 7, and that should be first and goal, Green Bay. Gain of 6.
Packers getting it done up front that time. Elton Jenkins, just a stalemate, but he stayed in between his defender and Jacobs, and that was enough.
2 tight ends, Kraft and Musgrave, left side of the line. 2 receivers stack on the right. Wicks the tail of the tandem. Love under center, takes the snap and backpedals. Looking around, rolling right. Still looking, being chased. Now he heaves it into the right side of the end zone, nobody home. Incomplete, just did get rid of it. Pressure provided by Javante Jean-Baptiste. And so it is second down and goal to go Green Bay. 7-yard line of Washington. Packers trying to really blow this thing open here in the third quarter.
Rasheed Walker was kind of off balance when a rusher hit him, kind of knocked him to the ground, and that allowed the early pressure.
Heath and Golden to the left side. 2 tight ends, right side of the line. Fitzpatrick on the wing, right side. Love in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs, and why not? Off the right side of the 5, driving his way, and he's hit and driven down by a combination of Washington Commanders. Martin and Wagner, it took 2 to bring him down. They give him the 4-yard line, a gain of 3. Third down goal to go at the 4.
It looked like there'd be a bigger crease on the left side, but I'm not looking at it from Josh Jacobs' angle. It's amazing what 10,000 feet in the air will do to your perspective.
Josh Jacobs has been a touchdown maker in his career on Thursday Night Football. Jacobs in a trio of receivers to the left, Jacobs to the right side of Love. It is third down, goal to go. Snap, Love looks end zone in a tight pocket, rolls right. Still looking, lofts right side and threw it away out of bounds. So they will settle for a field goal try here, or it would appear. And yes, they're sending out the field goal unit. Promising drive that ends inside the Washington 5-yard line.
Tag some points on it. And it's a success. Ate a lot of time off the clock. Washington doesn't give you much.
No, they don't. They're salty defensive unit. They really are. This will be a 22-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. 6:37 to go. We are third quarter in Green Bay. Packers extend to a 17-3 lead over the Commanders. From the Verizon broadcast booth, this is the Packers Radio Network.
Green Bay is famous for playing hard, so it's no surprise it's home to the region's most exciting place to play, Oneida Casino Hotel. Whether you love a great hit, the thrill of a big momentum shift, or just the fun of getting the whole team together. This is where Green Bay comes to relax, recharge, and play hard. Oneida Casino Hotel. Play on. Official casino and hotel of the Green Bay Packers. Please gamble responsibly.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Wayne Larrabee for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is partnering with Special Spaces Wisconsin and the Green Bay Packers to create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer all across Wisconsin. This season, every time the Packers make a field goal, Steinhoffels will donate $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin. Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader since 1934, is 100% employee-owned, and is a proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
The Walbeck Group is a proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. Just like the Packers, we wake up, strive for greatness, and repeat. Walbeck is a driving force in tackling complex infrastructure projects across the Midwest. We're always paving the way, even to Lambeau. Whether you need one of our vast services or are looking for your next career at a top workplace, you can count on us to help you reach your destination. Visit wearewalbeck.com to learn more.
Packers scoring drive. 10 plays, 54 yards. Brandon McManus, 22-yard field goal. And Steinhoffels donates $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin for that field goal. Wayne Larrabee, Larry McCarron, John Kuhn, and a beautiful night at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And the Packers have a 17-3 lead, and that's a big reason why it's a beautiful night.
You know, Wayne, the score is a little deceptive yardage-wise, and I know the only thing that counts is the score, but yardage-wise, the Packers have 343 total yards to Washington's 92.
Here's the kickoff by McManus, and waiting for it, Deebo Samuel, a yard deep in the end zone, right side of the numbers. 10 to the 15, 20, cuts it back left.
There
the
we
hash
go.
marks 25, roped down nicely. Beautiful play. Nick Neiman, your guy on special teams, Rob.
I'd be glad to have him as my guy.
Yes, indeed. First down for Washington to the 28-yard line. And Washington, Rock, has had the better of it in terms of possessions. They've started drives, out at their 43, at the Green Bay 44, the Washington 45. They've had much the field position advantage in this game.
Yeah,
but the Packers' defense has been outstanding.
343 to 92 total yardage.
Amazing. The defensive performance we saw opening day, folks, apparently was no fluke. Here are the Washington Commanders trailing now 17-3. 6:32 to go in the third, 1st and 10 at their 27, working from right to left. Daniels in the shotgun, Eckler to his right, snap to Daniels looking left. Looks the middle, waiting, hit as he throws it over the middle. Diving grab is made, and the catch by the tight end Ben Sinnott. Quay Walker right there to tag him down, across the 30 near the 34-yard line. So a gain of 7.
Now the Packers got some late pressure, courtesy Devontae Wyatt, but way too long waiting for the receiver to get open, or any receiver to get open. Just too much time.
Two receivers stack on the left, two form a slot to the right. In the shotgun, Daniels on 2nd down and 3. Takes the snap, hands it off to the running back. Eckler hit from behind, down he goes. Wow, Edger and Cooper. The Cowboy, like a flash over the line of scrimmage. They may have lost a half yard on that.
Edger and Cooper, just a special talent, a playmaking talent. And he made one right there.
3rd down, Washington, 3rd and 3. Commanders 3 of 9 and 3rd down. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Jayden Daniels takes the snap. Blitz on. Daniels, quick throw, left side, wide of the mark. Edger and Cooper coming up the slot from the near side. nearly got to the quarterback in time. Valentine had coverage downfield on the play. Pass was off the mark. It is 4th down for the Commanders.
Edgerton going in there with full-grown offensive linemen, no matter. He still gets a hurry on the play. And the Commanders are punting.
Tressway waits for the snap from Tyler Ott.
He kicks with the wrong foot, doesn't he?
He does, yep. Takes the snap, moves forward, swings the left leg, kicks it high in the air. A floater, Keyshawn Nixon waiting for it, makes the catch at the 24, slips by one man but not the other. I'll tell you one thing I'm impressed with Washington, and that is their coverage units. There is a flag down on the far side. Percy Butler made the hit, and this may be for malfeasance, somebody trying to block on the edge, trying to block the gunner. And against Green Bay.
And that would be Kamal Haddon.
During the kick, holding. Return team number 36. After this,
and it was Kamal Haddon.
First down. Timeout.
So timeout taken on the field, 5:04 to go. We are third quarter in Green Bay with the Packers leading the Commanders 17-3. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. Tonight's game brought to you by Chevrolet, proud to be the best-selling brand of Wisconsin, official vehicle of the Green Bay Packers. Trust Chevy on your team. Visit your local Chevy dealer today. Packers start this drive for the third time tonight, starting a drive inside their 10-yard line. The previous 2 drives both went for touchdowns. From the 9, 1st and 10, Love under center, single back offense, slot right, single receiver flank to the left side. He goes in motion to the right. That's Matthew Golden. Hand off Josh Jacobs into the left side of the line. Not much there. He's piled down to the ground at the 10-yard line. Gain of 1. Bobby Wagner led the charge of burgundy-clad Washington defenders.
No, Bobby Wagner is a tackling machine. I don't care if he is 85 years old.
Yeah.
He's just a tackling machine.
If there's something to be tackled, he will do it. 2nd down and 9, Green Bay. Ball to the left hash mark. Packers coming out of the north end zone, working from left to right as we look at Lambeau Field, leading 17-3. Slot right, single receiver left, motion to the right side, hand off to Jacobs again. He has to slip by a defender outside the left hash marks, gets to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Not much doing. Wagner and Louvu, Frankie Louvu, in on that tackle.
Wayne, that time I was watching Wagner, and he steps up, and Josh Jacobs looks like he had cut past him.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow all of a sudden Wagner's making the tackle. Just a very, very special player.
He really is.
And he's been doing it forever.
15 years. Shotgun formation for the Packers, who are 4 of 8 on 3rd downs. 2 receiver stack on the left, slots it up to the right. Jay Love waits for the snap with a setback to his left. Now they get motion to the right side by Wicks. Snap to Love on 3rd down. Under pressure immediately and throws it away. Right side incomplete. In the direction of Tucker Kraft. And Washington came with Bobby Wagner on the blitz. And also in on that pass rush for Washington was the old man of that defense, or one of the old men of that defense, Von Miller. He's also in his 15th year.
The Commanders do a lot of exotic looks defensively, and they had a whole bunch of people at the line of scrimmage, a number of them standing up, a couple in three-point stances, and it was confusing, and the Packers were confused in their blocking, and Frankie Louvu comes clean.
Here's the snap to Daniel Whelan, lifts his kick high in the air, sailing toward the near side. Lane makes the play on it at the 39, turns upfield 40-45, hammered down midfield marker. In to make the tackle on that play for Green Bay, Isaiah McDuffie. It'll be first down to the midfield marker. This is the 4th drive Washington has started beyond their 40-yard line tonight. Yet they trail 17-3 with 3:31 to go in the 3rd. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Plenty of time. Fires deep down the right sidelines, and a spinning grab is made out of bounds. Incomplete. He could not hang on.
Good coverage, Keyshawn Nixon, huh?
Yeah, and had that coverage on Noah Brown, the ninth-year player out of Ohio State. Down the right sidelines near the 15-yard line of Green Bay. It is 2nd and 10 for Washington.
And we thought he was just a return guy who could play in the slot.
Yeah. He's stepping up nicely. Set back to the left side of Daniels is Austin Eckler. A good receiver out of the backfield. Stack right slot, left snap to Daniels on 2nd down. Fires left side, and he's got the tight end, Zach Ertz. Ertz hit on the play and driven down inside the 45. Near the 41-yard line. A gain of 9. Edgerrin Cooper got there first for Green Bay. It is 3rd and 1 for Washington. 3 minutes ago in this third quarter. Packers leading 17-3. Daniels in the shotgun, slot right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Eckler. Eckler hit once, drives forward, gets close, but I believe he's just short of the 40-yard line. Evan Williams in from the secondary on a well-timed blitz by the Green Bay defense. And I believe it's going to be 4th down and inches. Washington going for it. 2:30 to go in the third. Packers trying to turn away the Commanders. Slot left. Single receiver wide right. Daniels in the shotgun, waits for the snap. Here it is. He gives to Austin Eckler. Eckler driving forward with a good second effort. Barely gets the first down along the left hash marks to the 40-yard line of Green Bay. Colby Wooden was there.
Now runs like that, that's Eckler's hole card at this point.
Either that or catching the ball out of the backfield.
Because he was hit short of the line to gain, as they
First
say.
First and 10, snap to Daniels. Daniels steps up under pressure.
Yeah,
hit and sack.
Rashawn Gary.
Back near the midfield marker. Rashawn Gary registers. He's got 2.5 sacks this season now. A loss of 8 yards.
You know what's amazing? They actually chipped on Rashawn, and he still had the wherewithal, once the chipper left, the wherewithal to beat Josh Connerly, the right tackle.
2nd down and 18. Ball back of the 48 of Green Bay. Daniels alone of the gun, and he takes the snap. Has some time, drills it over the middle, got Zach Ertz at left hash marks, making the catch inside the 40, near the 37-yard line of Green Bay. Quay Walker right there with coverage on the play. Zach Ertz is a big-time tight end, and he is a favorite target of Jayden Daniels.
No, he's like, I don't know if you'd agree with this one, he's like his security blanket.
He is, absolutely.
And he doesn't run complicated routes. He kind of goes downfield and turns around, and here comes the football. Nobody else open.
So 3rd down, Washington. 3rd and 7 from the 37 of Green Bay. They're 3 of 11 on 3rd downs. Daniels looks it over in an empty gun. He takes the snap, backpedals, sets, hit as he throws, left side, and it's incomplete intended for McLaurin. Coverage by Carrington Valentine. 10-yard line of Green Bay left side. And that pass may have been
Cooper.
Yeah, it was Cooper who was all over the quarterback, and that's why that throw was short.
Here's what Edgerrin has, one of his many dimensions. He's got closing speed. Now, he was the looper on a stunt blitz, meaning he's not the first guy. He's not attacking a gap. He's looping around all the action, and he still has the closing speed to get a hit on the quarterback.
4th and 7, Washington. They're going for it. 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Daniels alone in the gun. From the Green Bay 37, 4th and 7, snap Daniels. Rashawn has time, fires right side leaping, grab, penalty marker thrown. And Zach Ertz with the catch, but I believe he'd be short of the first down. Nate Hobbs had the coverage and the hit. Penalty marker down. Did Hobbs get there too early?
They are conferring.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Ertz able to overcome the hold, get open, and make the catch. The tight end you don't hear a lot of. He was a second-round draft choice of Philadelphia in 2013. Played a while for the Eagles. First down, new life on this drive for Washington, trailing 17-3 in the final seconds of the third. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, snap to Daniels, and a quarterback run. He takes it around the right end. Traced by Colby Wooden. Bullard misses a tackle, but forced out of bounds on the far side by Edgerrin Cooper. Little or no gain to the 32-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, that was well played by Green Bay. 2nd and 10 coming up for Washington when we come back to the fourth quarter. They'll switch sides here at Lambeau Field. We go into the fourth with the Packers leading 17-3 over the Washington Commanders. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Miller High Life. Always flavorful, always refreshing, always at the right price. The champagne of beers. Welcome to the High Life. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
When it comes to getting care, we all need a winning strategy. And the best way to get there is through Ascension Wisconsin care teams. From routine to specialty care, they empower you by listening, respecting your experiences, and working with you to create a game plan that works. Put an Ascension Wisconsin doctor on your team to connect the dots to labs, imaging, specialists, and any other care you need. Schedule now at ascension.org/Wisconsin Care.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
On game day, U.S. Cellular wants you to do less scrolling and more cheering. Whether you're in the stadium or listening to the game on the radio, U.S. Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow fans. U.S. Cellular is all about a healthier relationship with technology. That means when the game is on, notifications go off. Take the US Mode pledge and commit to more meaningful game day connections. Let's find us again with US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the green and gold. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. If it could talk, it'd tell stories. And if you've had one, you've probably got a story worth telling. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
U.S. Cellular believes in genuine connections over digital distractions. Put your phone in US Mode. Do less scrolling, more cheering. U.S. Cellular, built for us. It's football season, shandy season, Packers fans. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy is a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's, to the lake. Start of the fourth quarter. Packers leading 17-3. Washington 2nd down and 10. 32-yard line of Green Bay, now working from left to right. Quarterback Jayden Daniels alone to the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2 safeties high for Green Bay. Zone coverage. Here's the snap to Daniels. Rushed on the play by Parsons. Turns to his left, and he's cartwheeled to the ground by Javon Bullard. At the 31-yard line. Wow, has this defense been awesome tonight.
That's crazy. Jayden Daniels running away from Micah Parsons and right into Javon Bullard.
And Jayden, I should say, Parsons was held almost all the way by Josh Connerly. They didn't call that. So now it's 3rd and 9 Washington. They're 3 of 12 on third downs.
Timeout, Washington. Their first to 32nd timeout.
Hey, Packers fans, you could win tickets, a private tailgate, exclusive Jordan Love merch, and more with the American Family Insurance Dream Weekend Sweepstakes. Visit amfam.com/Packers to enter. No purchase necessary. Down to the sidelines and John Kuhn. John?
Guys, that is the second time Javon Bullard has triggered on a Jayden Daniels escape from the pocket. You can tell this defense is all about having vision on the quarterback while still trying to hunt him down with the guys up front. I am just amazed by the production of this defense for yet the second week in a row. These are two top 5 offenses from a year ago, and the Packers have only let up 16 points through 7 quarters. And guys, while I have you here, tight end John Bates for the Washington Commanders has been ruled out.
Thank you, John. Third down, Washington, 3 of 12 on third downs. It is 3rd and 9 to the Green Bay 31. McLaurin and Samuel to the left side. 3 receivers bunch on the right, including the tight end Zach Ertz. Snap to Daniels. Tight pocket, throws left side, got McLaurin, and he's got a first down between the numbers down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Xavier McKinney made the hit for Green Bay, and it's a pickup of 11 for Washington. Again, the Commanders,
up at the line of scrimmage.
Commanders have had the better of it from a field position standpoint by a wide margin tonight, but they only have 3 points on the board with 14 minutes to go in the game. In the pistol, Daniels looks it over, gets motion to the right side, takes the handoff. Now rolling right, Daniels looking left, throws it back left, underneath, got his man. It's Zach Ertz, the tight end, slips a defender, 10 to the 5, bowls over a defender. Xavier McKinney to the pylon of the far left side for the touchdown. Quay Walker was the man who missed the tackle back near the 10-yard line.
Ertz on a crossing route after he kind of tried to get lost in the line of scrimmage, and Quay Walker in good position, but Ertz juked him, left Quay in his wake, and into the end zone.
20-yard touchdown pass to Zach Ertz. It's his second touchdown of this young season. 13:45 to go in the game. And now the point after by Matt Gay. Tress Way down on one knee. Tyler Ott snap on the money. Placement made, and the kick is up, and it is good. So, 17-10, the Commanders back into the game, trailing by 7 here in Green Bay. From the Verizon broadcast booth, this is the Packers Radio Network.
Hey Green Bay, there's a new addition to the roster this season with the speed and depth to take us all the way. I'm talking about Circle K, my friends. Green Bay's newest on-the-go get-it-fast store. Stocking up for tailgating? There's nowhere better than Circle K. With tasty hot grillers and snacks, thirst-destroying beverages, and high-quality fuel to help your engine go longer than Sweet Donnie D. So game up on game day and every day at Circle K. Now with 3 neighborhood Green Bay locations.
My name is Kurt Bechtold. Since my grandfather founded the Walbeck Group in 1930, our family of companies have been helping people reach their destinations. We help our team members grow their careers. We help our customers by manufacturing high-quality aggregate and asphalt, and in the delivery of our unparalleled engineering and construction services. And most importantly, we help the communities where we live and work. We are Walbeck, a proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. Visit wearewalbeck.com to learn how we can help you.
All right, huddle up. Today is the day. I know each and every one of you could win this thing in an instant. Even you, Jed.
I want it, Coach. I want it bad.
And even if you don't win, well, that's what the bonus drawing is for.
Wait, are we still talking about football?
Who said anything about football? I'm talking about Packers scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
Packers what now?
You heard me, Judson. Packers scratch games are back, and they're jam-packed with over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Hold your horse collars, there's more. There's also a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for a year, plus 195 other Packers prizes.
Did you say 4 Packers season tickets for a year? Great leaping linebackers!
Packers scratch games range from $1 to $10 and are available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers. Odds of winning a bonus drawing depend on number of entries received. Average of 66,000 per year. Go to WILottery.com for more details.
Hey, Packers fans, score big for Game Day Pick and Save, where you'll find lower prices on over 1,000 items so you can save even more. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone. Green Bay loves to play hard. No surprise, it's home to the region's most exciting casino, complete with a full-service hotel. Oneida Casino Hotel, the official casino and hotel of the Green Bay Packers. Play on. So things have tightened here in Green Bay. 7-point lead for the Packers. Washington on a 11-play, 50-yard drive to tighten it up. Here's the kickoff, carrying toward the near side. Emmanuel Wilson. Let's seal down it in the end zone. I beg your pardon, Savion Williams on that reception. 83 instead of 23. So the Packers will start at the 35-yard line of Green Bay. And Rock, this is the point now where this offense needs a time-consuming scoring drive.
No, absolutely. This is 17-10. This is pro football. It's anybody's game. I don't care what's transpired to this point. It is anybody's game, and you got to seize control of it.
Yep. And
this is crunch time.
We've seen several fourth-quarter comebacks in this early season of the NFL, and I wonder how much of that, Rock, is conditioning. You know, it's tough, this early season for these teams. Now here's the offense.
Nobody plays any significant amount in the preseason. You know, that's for every team.
Wicks in motion to the right. Love in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff to Jacobs and throws right side. Going for Wicks on the out. Got it. Out of bounds. Good catch. Beat Lattimore. Cross the 45 of the 46-yard line of Green Bay. 11-yard gain, first down in front of the Washington bench.
Dontavian Wicks going in motion on this play, and then running and out on Lattimore, and it wasn't even close. Lattimore just couldn't stay with him on the break.
Wicks, 4 catches, 44 yards. 1st and 10, Green Bay. 7-point lead, Packers. Almost 2 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Jacobs, the lone setback. 2 tight ends, left side of the line, form a wing. And under center, taking the snap back to throw. Love dumps it off right side. It's juggled and dropped incomplete. Penalty marker downfield, away from the play. Holding the call, I believe, against Washington. Beautiful. And it's going to be on Lattimore against Savion Williams.
Holding. Defense. Number 2. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Torrance Armstrong pressured the quarterback into a low throw, and it was dropped, but the penalty nullifies it. Fresh set of downs, and the Packers have the football to the midfield marker. So, fortuitous penalty for...
Is it just me, or is big-name return Lattimore struggled tonight?
He has struggled, yeah. They stack 2 receivers left, single receiver to the right, Love under center. Savion Williams in motion to the right on 1st and 10. And here's the snap. Back to throw, Love. Looking, waiting, throws over the middle. Incomplete off the hand of Doubs on a crossing pattern near the 30-yard line of Washington. Trey Amos, the rookie, good-looking rookie cornerback out of Mississippi, was there. He may have gotten a piece of it.
Amos, he was our second rounder, wasn't he, Wayne?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Josh Jacobs, as per usual, good blitz pickup. That was not the problem on that play.
2nd down and 10, Green Bay. Football just inside the 50-yard line. Love in the shotgun, Jacobs to his left. Receivers right and left. Tight ends right side of the line, 2 of them. So 12 personnel in the game for Green Bay. Motion to the left side by Wicks. Hand off to Jacobs around the right end. Following his blocking. Cuts it back outside the number. Spinning 50 to the 45. Down he goes just inside the 45-yard line. Jacob Martin made the hit. Look to be a gain of at least 5 if they mark it to the 45-yard line, and they're not going to be generous. They give him the 45, but no further. So it becomes 3rd and 5 for Green Bay, and the Packers are 4 of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Would dearly love to pick this one up.
Packers pulling big Anthony Dalton, the big Escalade on that play. And nothing devastating happened, but just his big body is a lot to get around.
3rd and 5, ball to the right hash mark, 45-yard line of Washington. Love in the shotgun with a setback to his right. And here's the snap. Tight pocket. He pump fakes. Now backs up, rolls right, throws right side, coming back for it. Making the catch, Tucker Kraft. Penalty marker down. It's going to be for a push or hold, illegal contact against Washington. Will Harris, the man to Kraft, beat on the play. First down, 10-yard gain. They're going to mark it to the 37 now.
Yeah, Will Harris. Yes. Wayne, as Tucker was running his route, Will Harris just latched on and stayed latched on.
Big pickup there, Rock, on 3rd down.
Oh, absolutely.
So now at the 37-yard line of Washington, fresh set of downs. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Packers leading by 7, 17-10. Love under center. Jacobs the lone setback. Motion to the left side. And here's the handoff to Jacobs up the middle, picking his way, fighting his way between the hash marks down to the 35-yard line. A gain of a couple of yards. Nothing coming easy right at this Washington defense. Eddie Goldman, the massive defensive tackle, former Chicago Bear. Bobby Wagner, the former Seattle Seahawk. Everything inside linebacker made the hits.
I'll tell you one guy who had a pretty good block on that play was Rasheed Walker. Kind of stuck on his man and kept stuck on him, driving him off the ball.
2nd down and 8. 7-point game, fourth quarter, coming up in 11 minutes to go in the fourth. Now they shift.
Here we go.
And they're going to do a snap to Savion Williams. And here it is, a snap to Williams. He takes around the left end, gets a block. Turns upfield, gets another block. 25-20, slips and falls. And is touchdown to the 20-yard line at the 19-yard line of Washington. Lattimore touched him down. Direct snap, Savion Williams, 16-yard Rambo. And the Packers are in the Case IH red zone, 1st and 10.
Real nice job on the edge, Wayne, by Dontavian Wicks, sealing things so Williams could get outside. I don't know about you, but that's a nice play design because Jordan Love's out there. You're thinking, throw it to Jordan, and he's going to throw it to the backside across the field or something of that nature.
First down to the 19-yard line of Washington for the Packers. And they hand it off to Golden. End around, right side, gets the turn, 20, 15, he's to the 10. Taken down just inside the 11-yard line. Samer still prevented the first down. 9-yard pickup. 2nd and short, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden starts on the left side, goes into motion. Made Dorrance Armstrong miss at the line of scrimmage. And because he was able to make Armstrong miss, that made the play something. He could have been tackled at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield.
We're under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Packers leading 17-10. 2nd and short, just outside the 10-yard line of Washington. Jacobs moves to the right side of Love in the shotgun, slot left. And the give, Jacobs up the middle, slips the defender, makes the turn, got another first down. It's 1st and goal along the right hash marks at the 8-yard line of Washington. Gain of about 3 yards, but it's enough for the first down. Wagner made the tackle, and the Packers beginning to impart their will on this Washington defense.
Jacobs running through the tackle attempt of Deron Payne. Good player, but Jacobs was better.
1st and goal. Coming up in 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Packers leading by 7. Jacobs to the right side of Love in the shotgun, slot left. And faking the handoff. Love rolls right, throws end zone.
He's got him.
Kraft, touchdown! And a Lambeau leap to the north end zone. Stands a beat Will Harris on a beautiful play fake by Jordan Love. Tucker Kraft, 8-yard touchdown reception. It is 23-10, Green Bay.
Nice job by Tucker Kraft, selling that he was blocking and then going downfield. Let the play fake do its magic. Tucker Kraft open for the touchdown. And he's off to one whale of a start.
Excellent drive by the Green Bay Packers. Little razzle-dazzle in the end. Extra point try is up, and it is good. It is 24-10, 8:57 to go in the game. Packers leading the Commanders. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. Scoring drive summary sponsored by Chevrolet. The Packers 9 plays, 65 yards, 8-yard touchdown pass to Tucker Kraft. Chevrolet proud to be the best-selling brand of Wisconsin, official vehicle of the Green Bay Packers. Trust Chevy on your team. Visit your local Chevy dealer today. Samuel and McCaffrey back in twin safeties. The Packers are leading 24-10. 8:57 to go in the game. Here's the kickoff. High end-over-end boot, and this one sails through the end zone. Pause 10 seconds, station identification of the Green Bay Packers Radio Network. Love, 19 of 29, 292 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jayden Daniels, 16 of 26, $119, and 1 touchdown. Washington from the 35, working from left to right. In Commanders territory, Daniel alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers stack on the right. 2 are split to the left. Tight end pull in tight on the right side. They get motion to the left by Jeremy Lane. Snap to Jayden Daniels. Daniels under pressure, steps up and scrambles. Daniels across the 35, went into a slide and slid forward. They're going to mark him at the 36-yard line. Very little gain. Quay Walker in pursuit. They got good pressure early.
That was Rashawn Gary flushing him out of the pocket. Him and Carl Brooks running a stunt. And again, you limit Jayden Daniels' runs to a gain like that, hey, we'll take it.
2nd and 9. Daniels in the shotgun. Slot right. Single receiver left. Snap to Daniels. Delayed handoff. Austin Eckler off the left side. Eckler along the left hash marks. Fights his way across the 35 to the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 will leave it 3rd and 5. Brooks and Cooper on the stop for Green Bay.
This is a big 3rd down, Wayne.
8 minutes to go in the game. Packers leading 24-10. Washington 3rd down. They're 4-13 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 5 at the Commanders' 40-yard line. Daniels in the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz on. Walker right there, and the ball incomplete. He just got rid of it, and it ended up incomplete. Quay Walker up the A-gap in the face of the quarterback, and it's 4th down.
And it was a blown assignment up front because nobody touched Quay Walker.
Washington going for it here. 7:45 to go in the game. 4th down and 5.
Come out, fellas.
At the Washington 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Deebo Samuel motions to the left side. Daniels waits for the snap, and here it is. Rush on, blitz on, throws the slant, right side, broken up. Keyshawn Nixon with his left hand reached in front and denied the completion to Jalen Lane at the 45-yard line. And there is your dagger. Packers take over 40-yard line of Washington, leading 24-10, 7:42 to go in the game. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. You're listening to Packers Football. Hey fans, it's our favorite season of Wisconsin football season. Enjoy the game and leave the other seasons up to Bryant, who will do whatever it takes to keep your heating and cooling system running efficiently. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. Best field position by far for the Packers to take over. 1st and 10 to the Washington 40, leading 24-10. And faking the handoff, Love back to throw. Looking downfield, winds up, rainbows, Dontavian Wicks, and the pass incomplete. Near the 5-yard line with 2 Washington Commanders chasing him on that play. Quan Martin, the safety, over the top, helping out the quarterback.
I don't know about you, Wayne, but I kind of like the call. Okay, you started the 4th quarter, get a touchdown offensively, stop him on 4th down defensively, and rather than hand it to Josh Jacobs and get 4 yards, we're going for it.
Yeah. Out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10 at the Washington 40. Motion to the left side by Golden. Handoff goes to Jacobs around the right side. Following his blocking, he's hit and piled right down. Inside the 40, near the 38, maybe the 37-yard line. Dorrance Armstrong out in front of that play, the former Dallas Cowboy, to make the hit. It's a gain of 2, 3rd and 8 for Green Bay, and the Packers trying to do something with this field position here.
Sean Ryan pulling to the outside in that play, but Josh Jacobs didn't go with him. Sean Ryan could have scored. He was wide open.
So here we go. 3rd and 8. Packers 5 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Tucker Kraft in the slot right side. Slot left as well. Love in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his left. And here's the snap. Rush on. Quick throw. Left side incomplete. Undershot. Chris Brooks in the flat of the left side. Coming right up the gut, up the A-gap, Quan Martin nearly got to the quarterback, and now they bring the field goal unit on. 6:47 to go in the game. It is 24-10 in Green Bay. Remember something about this Washington squad, guys. They were a playoff team a year ago. They were in the NFC Championship game. A team that scored a touchdown or field goal on 50% of their offensive drives in 2024. They averaged 28.5 points a game, 5th in the league. Brandon McManus will try this field goal of 56 yards.
Got a late arrival on the field, forcing a timeout by Green Bay. Darren Kennard, the late arrival.
30-second timeout.
And Rich Bisaccia is beside himself right now, I'm sure. Why weren't you out there?
Tonight's game brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste and only 96 calories. My goodness, it's Miller time. Start your own winning tradition with the Chevy Fan Experience Sweeps and win a brand new Chevrolet of your choice. Enter today at ChevyPackersExperience.com. So here we go. 4th down, field goal try. It'll be a 56-yarder. Brandon McManus kicking from right to left, off the right hash mark to the north end zone uprights.
Somebody tell the uprights to take this one off.
Daniel Whelan down on one knee. Snap and placement. Swing of the right leg. Kick to the upright. Down the boulevard. It is good! It is good! 27-10. Packers, 6:42 to go. Timeout. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Even your pickiest eater will say yes to this. Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin Subs. Perfect on their own with a favorite dipping sauce, or stacked in one of our 2 new subs. Classic crispy chicken or bold Buffalo Ranch crispy chicken. Made with quality chicken and served on our fresh baked bread. It's a mealtime win for kids and grown-ups. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST. Or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570. Or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Dear rocky roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
When finding a new doctor for you or your family is on your to-do list, Prevea Health is right here, making it easy to schedule an appointment at a time that works for you. And we work with most insurance plans. Your Prevea primary care doctor will guide you through any stage of life, giving you peace of mind so you can keep checking things off that to-do list. Visit
Nate Hobbs made the hit. 1st down for Washington, gain of 11. Football just outside the 45 of the Packers. 4-man line. Again, the linebackers are off, and here's the snap to Daniels once again. 4-man rush. He throws over the middle, and it is.
I'll tell you what,
Keyshawn out of there, Nixon incomplete by Keyshawn
has
Nixon.
had himself a game.
He really has.
Keyshawn Nixon has had himself a game.
He denied the rookie Jalen Lane that completion to the 35-yard line of Green Bay by raking the ball out. 2nd and 10 for Washington. Ball just outside the 45 of Green Bay. Under 6 minutes to go for the game. Packers leading by 17. Safeties are high. Very soft coverage. Snap to Daniels. Daniels looking around, being pressured. Dumps it off right side. Pass wide of the mark. Incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended receiver. Devontae Wyatt pushing that pocket and eventually creating pressure on the quarterback. Wyatt has a chance to become a star, I think.
I think the Packers personnel folks look at him as their most talented defensive lineman, rather.
Yep.
And he has got size, strength, and quickness. And he brings them and he's a tough man to stop.
3rd and 10 for Jayden Daniels. Here's the snap alone in the gun. He waits. He throws it over the middle. Deebo Samuel's got it. Turns upfield 40. Breaks a tackle. 35 upended by Carrington Valentine between the numbers on the far left side. At the 34-yard line of Green Bay. First down, gain of 12.
Timeout for injury.
We got an injured Washington commander down on the field on the far side. Austin Eckler apparently is the man who's down. He was out in front of that play, I believe, trying to execute a block. He chipped on Rashawn Gary, and then he just went down. Oh, my. You hate to see that, because a non-contact injury in this game usually results in a, wow, it's not a good thing. Let me put it that way. Eckler gives this offensive backfield some experience. It's a very young offensive backfield. They traded Brian Robinson to the San Francisco 49ers. They like Jacory Croskey-Merritt.
Eckler went down holding his lower calf area.
You wonder Achilles maybe or something like that?
That's what you wonder immediately. Hopefully it's not.
I hope not. No, because that's, yeah, you hope not. His right leg injuries, they help him to the bench. Hate to see that. So they got a first down for Washington. Football just inside the 34-yard line of Green Bay. Dan Quinn, the head coach of the Washington Commanders, on the sidelines pacing anxiously. Jayden Daniels alone in the gun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. On 1st and 10, Daniels in the pocket with time. Now under pressure, rolling right, throws right side. Leaping grab made, open behind the coverage is Luke McCaffrey inside the 15 to the 14 of Green Bay on the near right side. Evan Williams made the hit.
You know, Daniels, when the quarterback reloads, you got to what they call plaster and find your guy and stay with him.
19-yard gain. Washington to the 14 of Green Bay, 1st and 10. Daniels looking around, scrambles left, turns upfield. He's hit and he's pulled down. Inside the 14, near the 12-yard line. Short gain. Kingsley Enagbare prevented any further damage. And Daniels shaken up a little bit as he heads back to the huddle.
Kingsley rushing from inside on that play.
So a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Washington. Football on the 13-yard line of Green Bay. Packers leading by 17. 4:25 to go in the game. Snap to Jayden Daniels. Quick throw, left side, got his man. Quick tackle made immediately. Terry McLaurin under the coverage of Carrington Valentine. Inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Just short of the first down, gain of 7. It is 3rd and 1.
Packers playing some zone. Carrington broke well on the ball, but it's just that short stuff, keeping things in front of you, affects how quickly you can do that.
Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Slot right, 2 receivers to the left. Daniels in the shotgun with a setback to his left. 3rd down, and here's the snap to Daniels. Rush on, he throws left side of the end zone, overshot. A well-covered receiver, but in the middle of the field, away from where the pass was incomplete, there's a flag.
Holding. Defense. Number 29. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down.
Xavier
McKinney was working against Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
And he bear hugged him pretty good, to be honest with you.
And that pass went incomplete. And so the flag was thrown from across the way, but it was for that infraction. So it's 1st and goal for Washington now. Leighton getting their personnel on the field. And now the Packers are allowed to substitute a couple of players before the snap of the ball. You got to get 2 players off quickly. The officials holding up the action. And now they are set to go. First down, goal to go. Football on the 3-yard line of Green Bay.
Washington.
Timeout for the Commanders.
The 32nd timeout.
3:43 to go. It's 27-10. Green Bay. Enter to win season passes to the Miller Lite deck for the 2026 season in the Miller Lite Packers ticket sweeps. Visit Packers.com/fans for more details. Enter to win 2 tickets to cheer on the Pack from the Festival Foods MVP deck. An all-inclusive experience right inside Lambeau Field. Text MVP to 78402 to enter to win. First down, goal to go, Washington, heading toward the south end zone of Lambeau Field at the 3-yard line of the Packers. 3:43 to go in the game. Green Bay leading by 17. 3 receivers to the right, tight end left side of the line. Now McLaurin out of the trio of receivers on the right in motion to the left. Daniels with a setback to his left in the shotgun, and some movement on the offensive line. I believe it might have been Nick Allegretti who moved prematurely.
Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And that was the case. So first down, instead of at the 3, it's out of the 8-yard line of Green Bay. Packers 407 yards of offense. Commanders 209 at this point. Just 51 rushing yards for Washington. One of the leading rushing teams in the league a year ago. Receivers left and right. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Press coverage on Terry McLaurin to the left. Snap to Daniels. Pump fakes, now steps up, takes it himself. He's corralled at the 10. Down he goes.
Yes.
Down he goes, sacked back at the 10-yard line. Combination of Carl Brooks and Baron Sorrell, the rookie, meet at the quarterback.
There's a great case, Wayne, of pressure for more than 1 point. Carl Brooks able to clean the thing up and get the sack. But it was a pocket that was continually caving, and a guy like Jayden Daniels that can really move had nowhere to move.
Second and goal to go, 10-yard line of Green Bay for the Commanders. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Empty shotgun. Here's the snap to Jayden Daniels under pressure. Immediately dumps it underneath. He's got Deebo Samuel slipped to defender to the end zone. Touchdown. Wow. The Packers had the pressure on. And give Jayden Daniels credit. He got it over the middle to Deebo Samuel, cutting from right to left into the end zone for the touchdown. Samuels is unbelievably difficult to bring down.
And a very simple route by Samuel, Wayne. He lined up as the innermost of 3 receivers to the right side and just ran a simple cross. But kind of situation, the Packers are trying to make something happen. Don't quite get home. He's open for the TD.
27-16, and Washington going for the 2-point conversion. 3 receivers on the right. Zach Ertz, tight end, right side of the line. In the shotgun, Jayden Daniels with a setback to his left. Now he gets motion by that setback to the right. Snap to Daniels, looking around. Penalty marker thrown, sidearms the end zone. Got the 2-point conversion to McCaffrey. Penalty marker down. Penalty marker down to the far side. It's offsides against Green Bay, and that will be turned down.
Offside. Defense number 90. That penalty.
Little flinch by Lucas Van Ness.
The result of the play is a successful try.
So, 2:53 to go in the game. Packers 27. The Commanders 18. 10-play, 65-yard drive. But it took 3 minutes and 49 seconds off the fourth quarter clock, and that's really the big factor there. Now you would think Washington might go onside kick here. That's something we'll look for. Packers Pro Shop. Visit in person at Lambeau Field, online at PackersProShop.com. Authentic Packers gear for authentic Packers fans. Hey, make the visit to Lambeau Field historic. Open daily, Packers Hall of Fame celebrates the legacy of the greatest story in sports. And get all your Packers news straight from the source in the Packers app. Exclusive content, press conferences, year-round coverage. Rock McCarron's Rock Report. It's all right there. Download the official Packers app today.
Every once in a while, you're really shocked that you know what I mean.
Well, if I could still shock you after 27 years.
You can, trust me, you can shock me.
All right.
You still got it.
We got an onside kick coming up here. Ball placed at the 40-yard line. Matt Gay will be doing the honors. 3 onside boots were recovered last week by the kicking team. Packers have the hands crew up front. And here's the approach. A squib kick that bounces into the air and is caught by the Packers.
Just the way they drew it up.
And back at the 48-yard line, Dontavian Wicks, who has caught everything tonight, Rock. He made the catch on that kick as it hit the ground, bounced into the air right to Dontavian Wicks.
And he is the designated catcher, and everybody else in front of him, 3 men in front of him, block, so he doesn't get creamed.
Tucker Kraft almost reached out and touched that. He pulled his hand back just in time.
Well, you let the catcher catch it.
Yes, indeed. We know what happened in 2014 NFC Championship game.
Yes, we do.
Uh-huh.
That's one of our more stellar memories.
Mm-hmm. Now the Packers to the line of scrimmage in a double tight end formation, single back offense. Motion by Fitzpatrick to the right, and here's the handoff up the middle. Jacobs to the 50, pulled back right there. Gain of 2 yards. Deron Payne made the hit on the play. Jacobs, 22 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown on the ground tonight.
Little short trap with Jordan Morgan doing the pulling.
Washington takes its third timeout. It's a 9-point ball game in favor of the Packers, trying to get to 2-0. And what a start it would be. I know both games at home, but you're taking on the Detroit Lions, the number 1 seed in the NFC a year ago. You're taking on the Washington Commanders, who played in the NFC Championship game a year ago. This would be quite a start for Green Bay.
No, it was a situation where you could get off to a fantastic start, or you can get off to a miserable start.
Yeah.
And the Packers appear headed toward a fantastic start. Two of the NFC's best teams.
Love ducks in under center. Motion by Fitzpatrick to the right. And off play action, Love rolling left under pressure, hit and sack. All right, they got a free runner. Dorrance Armstrong would have none of the play fake, and he makes the sack. Back near the 36-yard line, making the 37. So a loss of 13 on that play.
You know, the play fake, they were counting on Armstrong to be sucked inside. He was not sucked whatsoever. He just kind of looked at it, and then, here we go. I got a chance for a sack.
So third down, and a hush over the crowd here at Lambeau Field. Everyone, most in the crowd wearing white shirts tonight for the whiteout effect. 3 receivers right, tight end left side of the line. Handoff goes to Jacobs, blasting off the left side, outside the numbers to the 40, dragging defenders, 45, and he gets out near the 47-yard line, far short of the first down. Dorrance Armstrong latched on.
This is the 2-minute warning.
And Wayne, take us home, buddy. I got to go down to the locker room.
All right, we'll try not to screw it up for you.
Thank you.
So, the 2-minute warning presented by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Earn great union wages and benefits, building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Learn more at lyonawisconsin.org and feel the power. The lead is 9 for the Packers with 1:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Green Bay 4th down and 11, and they will be kicking it to the Washington Commanders. So, John Kuhn, one more stand will be required of this defense.
One more stand out of this defense is right. And I got to tell you, Wayne, probably of all the pleasant things that we've seen tonight, the most pleasant thing to me was watching the defense come off the field after that last scoring drive by the Commanders. Now, it only made it a 9-point ball game, but they came off the field very disappointed with the fact that they let that happen. They go out there each and every drive trying to make sure the team doesn't gain a single yard. And Jeff Hafley's got to be really proud with the way these guys have played so far through, all but 2 football games. But you got 1:56 left, and I got a feeling they're going to go out there with their hair on fire.
I bet you're right. And you look at what the field position has been for the Commanders in this game. It's amazing what the defense has done. On punt formation now. Daniel Whelan waiting for the snap. Washington trying to jump it. A long count. Time winding down to the play clock. And here's the snap. Whelan moves forward, lifts his kick, a booming kick high in the air. Left side, it hits at the goal line and bounds into the end zone. 1:47 to go. Commanders have no timeouts left. They trail by 9. So first down coming up for Washington at the 20-yard line. Packers trying to get to 2-0.
Keep everything in front of you here, Wayne. Keep everything in bounds and let this clock roll. No more timeouts for Washington.
The last scoring drive by Washington took almost 4 minutes, 3:49. They don't have 3:49. They got a minute 47. The safeties are deep for Green Bay. Cornerbacks creep up a little bit, but their coverage is relatively soft. 4-man down line. Daniels alone in the shotgun. Receivers left and right. Takes the snap. Daniels looks, waits, and fires it. Checks it down to Samuel, right side. Gets by one man and another. Cutting to his left. Cross the 25. Down he goes. In play. Short of the 26-yard line. Edgerrin Cooper brought him down. Gain of 5. Second down and 5. No huddle, Washington. A minute 29 to go in the game. Packers leading by 9. Daniels takes the shotgun snap. Fires right side. Hits Zach Ertz. He's got a first down. Just outside the 30-yard line, number on the near right side. Edgerrin Cooper quick to the ball. Did not allow any advance, but it's enough for the first down. Gain of 7 to the 33 of Washington. And now they wanted to just clock the ball with 68 seconds to go. Apparently, what happened there, John?
Devontae Wyatt dove between the legs of the center to try and intercept the spiked pass. It actually bounced off his hands, Wayne, and rolled backwards.
Oh, gosh. So second down and 10. Second down and 10. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Set back to the left side of the quarterback. Everybody out for a pass. Daniels looking, pops it over the middle. Knocked down, incomplete. Devontae Wyatt. They were trying to hit the rookie Jalen Lane on a shallow cross near the 35-yard line. Wyatt sifting back, John, and almost looked like a zone blitz. Reached up and knocked it down.
And that's the second time today Wyatt almost had an interception. That big fella, he can mix it up here. Sometimes he rushes. He's been getting home to the quarterback, but when he drops in zone, a little B.J. Raji-ish.
64 seconds ago, Packers leading by 9. Snap Daniels on 3rd and 10. Daniels looking around, sidearms over the middle, and a beautiful shoestring grab made, or they're ruling it incomplete. Zach Ertz could not come up with it on a sliding attempt just inside the 40 of Washington at the 38-yard line. Javon Bullard had coverage on the play. So it's 4th down, Washington. 57 seconds to go in the game. One more stop by this defense. That's all it'll be. That's all it'll take to win this one. Daniels in the shotgun. 57 seconds to go. 3 receivers left. Here's the snap. Jayden Daniels. Daniels being flushed. Hit. Throws it over the left side. Incomplete. Micah Parsons with the pressure. And Jayden Daniels didn't have a chance. He threw it incomplete down the left side. What a night for this defense, John.
And it's been all night. All night. Flashes in front of Jayden Daniels' face. Getting hit after the throw. Getting sacks. Getting taken to the ground. He looked banged up at the last scoring drive that they just had. Looked like he was in a little bit of discomfort. Goes back out there, tries to battle. But, man, you can't say enough about this Packers defense early on in this football season. They have proven they can get home to the quarterback in a really nasty fashion.
So the Packers take over. 52 seconds to go. Victory formation coming up. John, 4 occasions, if I'm counting right here, Washington started beyond its 40-yard line, started a drive. 3 occasions. I mean, they have had a short field to play on tonight as Love takes and drops to a knee. And maybe one more snap here.
Wayne, this is the way the Washington offense started. 3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt, 6-and-out punt, field goal, missed field goal, missed field goal, 3-and-out punt. That's how this Packers defense started this football game. And as this score ends, 27-18, that's the fewest amount of points Washington has scored in Jayden Daniels' 22 career starts. So this is an offense, like I said, top 5 in the National Football League last year. Same with Detroit last week. And we kept both of those teams in check for most of the game.
Yeah, no question about it, John. I think just a really impressive performance. And again, I go back to the field position. Washington played on a much shorter field than Green Bay here tonight, and yet the Packers defense would not relent. They were relentless all night, as you mentioned.
Would it be crazy of me to say, Wayne, that I think the Packers can play better, too. I mean, we had penalties in the first half. Matt LaFleur has talked about them, a couple self-inflicted wounds that stalled some drives. And as this thing gets going, if the offense clicks the way the defense has been clicking early, this team could be very, very formidable.
Yeah, John, they had 10 penalties, 77 yards. They played on a much longer field than the Commanders, and yet they control this football game, and they win. 27-18. Final score not indicative of how this game turned out. This game was not as close as that final score would indicate, is what I'm trying to say. Packers Radio, presented by American Family Insurance. This is the Packers Radio Network.
Moving the earth, lifting people up, making everything possible. That's what we do here at Manitou. Global leaders in equipment you use and see every day. Proudly based in Wisconsin and making a difference from farms to construction sites to factories worldwide. Work with a global leader who shares your values. Manitou, the best for the best.
Hey, it's Leroy Butler. Looking to tackle hunger on game day or any day like me? You can always score big with Pick and Save, proud grocer of the Green Bay Packers. I leap at the chance for free pickup or delivery of my gridiron grub. Throw in ripe and ready Mission Produce avocados for delicious game day guacamole. Plus more than $600 in digital coupons, and you've got unbeatable flavor and savings each week. Make your play for End Zone Eats at pickandsave.com/Leroy's Picks.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Packers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty at Ticketmaster. 100% verified tickets available all season long. You can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. Get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Packers.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.